Heard. One, two, three.
There we
1,
go.
2, 3. There we go.
There we go.
Mission accomplished. We have sound. Yay! There. Now we can hear. Trying to catch the mothership. Yes. You would say that, Mama Roja. Alter ego.
Yep.
And she was in the front.
Yep.
Alrighty. So anyway, this is Nikos D&D, Cauldron, Triumphant, Age of Conciliation. So our cast, I'll start with studio right here. Here's your character name, class, race, and what you would like to see in the future of Nikos as you know it now.
Like Cord, Lord Cord of Cord. I'm a Goliath fighter, level 15, and I would love to see success in the near future.
Nice safe answer.
Black
Very-
man.
I'm Jean. I play
Found my wheel,
Miri,
it's not black.
a cleric to
Let's just say,
Miridos,
Gray, I'm sorry.
no, that's exactly what it
a
is.
recent, shall we say, convert. What I'd like to see in the future is, I missed my birthday.
She's younger than everyone else by 7 months. Yay.
So anyway, while we were gone out of time and space, my birthday passed by, and I come back and no birthday. Anyway, what do I want to see in the future?
Cake.
To get a working relationship with the others.
She wants peace in our time for all humanity. Isn't that a nice way to go?
How about sentient beings?
Oh, all sentient beings.
Ooh.
Yes.
Because anything that's alive is valued for its life.
Spoken like someone who's never met a Primus.
Yeah, I met one, he wasn't so bad.
True.
My name is Bryce. I play the Divine Soul Sorcerer Asomar, the first crewmate of the Chromatic Veil. And the thing I would like to see, other than this becoming a thing, is just getting the others to stop. Just stop.
Just
Whatever
stop.
they're doing, just stop. Stop with the contract. Just stop being jerks. Just stop it. Go home. Stop it. Get some help.
So you blame the pact on the others? Do
Well,
you?
I know I'm not blaming the pact on it. I'm just blaming them for using it as justification for doing all the things they do.
They. I like the they on that one. That's good.
Hi, my name is Allie. I play Yamara Brightwood, the ancestral barbarian. I am a human, and what I would like to see in this version of life is for it to say exactly the same. No, I'm just kidding.
Blue veil forever.
Anyways, no, I would like to see something similar to what we saw in the future on the beta timeline, but without the hokiness of the whole, like, only 200 mortals in a certain area.
100.
Oh, you don't like the
Oh,
Gurren
wow.
Lagann miss?
No.
You actually got that right there?
Yes, I know what Gurren
Wow.
Lagann is.
Yeah, some of us aren't as old as the rest of us.
Yeah, really.
I probably knew what that was before you did. I just haven't seen it all.
I'm Andrew. I play the half-elf Lord Bard Jeez. What I like to see in future Nikos would have all my party members be alive and well and sane.
Alive, well, insane?
Who?
Yes.
That means I have to go get Musk back from wherever he went. Is that what you really want? Okay. I'll
Who do you
remember
want to
that.
see alive, safe, and
asking
well?
His half brother,
Much.
his half
Just
brother's
saying.
Musk.
He said party members, so everyone alive, well, insane, which is oddly like
Ooh, that means I get to bring Xander back too.
kind question mark of
music
you.
is a bit loud.
Sane.
Music is a bit
Yeah,
loud.
I mean it's right next
They
to the
couldn't
speaker.
hear me.
Quieter now. So quiet. It's so quiet.
That's ominous.
It's scarier that
I am Rio. I play Kush Longpipe, King Kush Longpipe to some, and I would like to see the Gnome Empire flourish once in my lifetime, which is a very long lifetime.
Hopefully.
Oh, you guys are here? I didn't see you here. I thought this was a one-off.
This is a confession room.
He's-
Wait,
I
do you,
thought
think,
this
do you
was-
think we would walk into like the restroom and just like have a camera? in
He
our
thought he,
faces?
Yeah.
no, he thought he was in the room with Big Brother with the camera where he thinks he's alone when everybody
Yeah.
else is sitting at the door listening.
No,
Total drama
I
island.
didn't.
Total
We're
drama.
all here?
Alrighty, so as we now go to the fun part, let's go to our story so far and take it away, Jace. Fill us in on what happened last time. I know that you and Allie are my note takers. That corner will be very full of detail, I'm sure.
Oh, wait.
Well,
Oh, by the way.
last time we returned to our cauldron.
Yay, our cauldron. I like that.
Alpha timeline.
That's bad.
Alright. Our party split up. Reconvened. Just made sure we
Icebox.
status quo is relatively the same as we left it.
Hectic.
Yes. We went down to Jadaru because the good king here missed his wife.
Oh, that's right. We had some drama in Jadaroon, didn't we?
I
Yes,
don't
we
remember any of it though, and now we're almost late to a party.
Ooh.
I remember having a hurry.
No, we are late to the
I guess
party.
Oh
Some
yes, your
people
wife
can't
told
hear
us
us
we're
now.
late to a party.
Some people can't, but some people can. Just move the sound box elsewhere.
This
It's
is a.
probably like this half.
Gotta be able to hear me though too. So.
Well,
Can you
can we
move that
just
one?
not have this?
Can we just move that?
Hey,
I'll
they
put
really
on-
want you to
Hey!
give
And
that
then-
a try.
And then it falls.
No, God,
No.
it would take an earthquake. Let's hope we don't have one of those. All right.
Don't bump the desk.
Don't bump that dot to that there.
Okay. Can everyone hear us now?
Probably the reference was probably like free.
Some big answer to get him back.
Yeah. Let's get volume up. All right. Does that make it better? Olivia can hear us now. All right.
There we go.
I need a veil.
What color would you like?
Purple.
She wants her purple. That's that.
My purple. The off.
No, there's a
That's
pale
navy.
blue.
Oh,
The one that's actually closest to gray.
this one?
No, she doesn't like that one. She wants the other.
Okay.
Somebody stole it.
Oh my god!
It's a woman. You have to see her. Somebody stole it. It's not here.
Oh no!
Go
What
check
if
and see if it's on up behind the orange, but I don't think it's you.
I think I see something behind the orange. It's like this weird grayish purple.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what she's looking
fine.
Weird satin thing.
The
Yes.
lavender, the supposed lavender.
for. It's
Yes.
actually yes.
I don't think it's lavender.
I
Isn't your name Mama Rojas? Why do you wear a purple thing?
Good, because she doesn't. Because she really is terrified of actually accepting
It's
the title
actually
of
lavender
Red
gray.
Veil,
Oh.
because that would mean control, and she doesn't
Exactly.
think she has any. So
No, I have no control whatsoever.
Over yourself.
she is a barbarian after all, and they do rage. So there is a little problem with control
Yeah,
issues.
I'm more of a blue, but I'm trying to accept purple. So
She's trying to swerve away from the blue because
yeah,
blue has a bit of a reputation.
yeah.
Sound like you're in between several veils, almost if you're trying to borrow ideologies from several
Oh
veils.
jeez.
Here we go
I
again.
Have
no
you
rainbow.
have you heard of my friend Ralgrim? He's accepting followers.
Yeah.
What?
at his temple,
Yeah.
the open house, the little balloons out front.
It's
It's only available once an hour or once a day.
For an hour.
No. It takes an hour to make, but it's there for the full day. There's just no furniture in it,
So
okay?
it's once a day, 24 hours.
Yes.
Yes.
It's to bring fold-out chairs.
Us Veileds are gonna call you Cro-Magnons.
I prefer chromated.
He's just a deluded brown
Cro-Magnon?
veil.
What does that even mean?
Cro-Magnon?
What is that?
Man.
Underdeveloped human.
No, he doesn't know what a
species for
Cro-Magnon
50,000
is because they don't teach that in school anymore.
Wait a moment. Cro-Magnon. It was the
They-
human being that
I
is
never
They
now.
didn't. They
I
never.
didn't learn that.
Yeah, the Cro.
It
No,
was
the
Neanderthals
Barbarians
that
don't know
were
that.
dead ended.
No, but that's true. But the Cro-Magnon
Angels
never
don't know this.
actually existed. They were actually
I'm just as
Homo erectus or Homo sapiens, but were just an early version.
Yeah.
They're not. They're genetically no different. So therefore, Cro-Magnon
Insulting
went
you,
away.
making
So they don't
fun
teach
at the same time.
anything about Cro-Magnon anymore.
Wow.
Also,
Nikos, where you learn about obscure biology facts.
And also other useless
Genealogy.
things from every kind of science.
Facts in
Yes.
general.
Facts in general.
Facts in general. Brought to you by Nike.
After all, he's only about
Hey,
7
King of
months
Stories is
old.
with us. Thanks for showing up. All right.
Anyway. Okay.
So we're going to this party at the
What?
party at Rivaldi's, or are we gonna
Oh
just?
no, we had the
No.
argument
Oh, wait,
that.
that's right. You blew it out.
Why
Right?
do we want to go to this?
No. Okay, so here's what happened. We then looked into where the lady that we were going to meet went. We attempted to scry her twice, and she rebuked us horrendously hard both times. We
Well-
did figure out that she went into the Everdark.
Right.
Well, that's because we had to go outside because Kush failed to tell us that there was a anti-warding, or no, there's a warding on anti-scrying kind
Stuff.
of. I don't
Magic.
know, barbarian.
Magic.
Any-
Magic.
So I think-
Barbarian.
So I think
It's a palace.
Nah.
I
Well,
think
wait a moment. Roshima did say that he saw the gray elf.
right, because he almost stabbed her before she removed time because he's a mage slayer.
But then we don't
Out of
remember
character.
that.
Out of character.
Out of character.
So I think failing to properly pursue your wife,
Talia.
Talia, thank you. We decided to go to the party anyway because we were like, it was like 4 o'clock and we had nothing better to do. Isn't there a party tonight? Oh, it's so late in the day.
Well, I
So-
locked down the
Did you
palace.
judge me
Yes,
for
you
wearing
did.
a
Yes, you
battle
locked down the
dress?
palace to make sure that they didn't get in
I
or
did.
out.
Yes.
It's actually
Uh,
this color.
And
I
don't
have a few
allow her
points.
back in either.
You what?
I have a few points
Okay.
of order. First,
What is happening?
points of order.
He's a king. He's going for Blue Veil now.
wait, why the heck did you lock down the
It's
palace?
gone from orange to blue.
Currently, there's an outbreak of red gold coins in my kingdom. And in doing so, I'm going to enact all the coins to be brought forth to be placed into the vault.
Oh no, a red coin recall.
I also need everyone to
Smells like communism.
go back to the grove and to get out of these industrial buildings. For weapon making will be strictly against gnome law.
Gnomes are no longer going to make weapons.
Smells like communism.
No. We must go back to the field. We must go back and make trinkets and doodads and flim-flammels and other
Whatchamacallers.
tinkerings.
Wow.
For weapons are not the way.
Boo.
Quiet, you.
Boo.
Court, stop!
You can
All
make
one.
weapons.
What did you get
Oh,
here?
clap.
You can make
Well,
weapons. You
all-
can make them too.
Oh, what happened to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody didn't come back through time.
Excuse me?
Well, everybody else got back on time. You didn't, so you must have gotten lost in time.
Yeah, what happened to you?
What do you remember?
So
We'll
Cord
bring-
comes back and he's got like this big old bushy beard. He's like, "You guys would not believe."
Oh no, okay. So he's got the beard. He's got the puka shell necklaces.
It's like
The
okay,
big ones, like Hulk had. The big
God.
puka shell necklace. He's got green face paint on.
They fed me so much soup.
and then
No, he was in the. He was lost. So guess where he got to visit?
Where the hell did I visit?
and then he's like,
The
we gotta
place
stop
from-
Kush.
At the end in Ragnarok.
That place?
Yeah, you got to see Hulk in action. You got to see. So you really could smash
Oh,
somebody
yeah.
you couldn't beat in an arm wrestling match.
Damn.
So he was
And
in
all
Ragnarok?
all it did is inflamed your desire
Cord
to
was
be
in
the Hulk
Ragnarok.
of Nikos. So you've
Thanks,
returned with that little dose of superhero-itis.
Good name drop.
By the way, I chose my veil.
Okay,
Grey veil.
I go for the power.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about the power.
Also, I hate red veil, so there's that.
Oh, I see.
That's control, not
Yeah.
power.
No, that's the point. Power's nemesis is control. The only thing that control can ever get him is, the only thing power can get him is more power, and that's perfectly fine for him. So I can see that. It's frightening to think we actually have a gray veil in the party.
Just like you guys.
I get along with them.
Yeah.
Green gets along with
I
everything.
don't like changing my alignment.
No?
Everyone gets along well with you. I get along with everybody.
Don't argue with him.
You have no idea the amount of research I did for this.
This is our lives, guys.
this is not.
This
good.
is.
Welcome
This
tonight.
is it.
I get along well with you.
Well, I know you
Gonna
get,
sit
you
around-
you get along
gonna
well.
sit around and
with
argue veils.
Please quiet down in the back. I'm trying to address
Trying to
my
make
people.
it right. He's trying to fix Jean Rune again.
Again. And
I went back to the.
please give all your red coins to the treant. The treant will then
Would you
usher
get
in-
Winslow to come back?
Why not?
When
Show of force.
Okay, nice. Or are you gonna walk behind the tree and become the tree and come back and go give me your coins?
It's all over.
it's all you.
Right.
All the different characters. The guy checking the people at the door is you. The guy who's asking for the money is you. The guy who's shoveling in the boxes is you.
It's all different mustaches. And hair color. 'Cause I could do that too now. I literally could.
You know what I thought? You know what I thought of though. The funniest thing that I thought of, considering you, Coach, was the fact that now you can actually do the character from the old Maurice Sendak things. Was it Monsters Under the Bed or whatever? What's the name of that famous kid story? Come on, guys. Maurice Sendak wrote it.
Was it oh wait.
James and the Giant Peach.
No, before that. And that's Roald Dahl. Come on, guys. Maurice Sendak. You in the audience can help with this one. You don't remember?
Interacted.
I don't remember his name.
It was an animated. It was not animated.
Oh no,
it
was it a
like-
movie you made?
No, it's just. I
No,
know
but
it's a
it
crazy thing. It's a bedtime story. They made it into a
It's
movie.
a movie, that's what I mean. I know exactly
Where the wild things are. Thank you.
Yeah.
Where the wild things are. You're the little king. He's got the little gold crown on. And he's got taped on claws.
He totally
That
Oh
was
my
a-
bro.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Now you can actually be the king from Where the Wild Things Are.
That was a weird movie.
Well, the book was very strange. It was just it was an
But the book was short and strange, and the movie made it long
Yeah,
and
it's
strange.
strange,
So
exactly.
you got exposed to it
Yeah.
more. Why were they making a house into an orb? That's the one thing I never understood.
So they could roll.
Don't think too hard.
That makes sense.
All right. So continue, King Kush. You had some more to say, and you're making them give back all their
Oh.
red gold,
Sound like a
and
president
you're
of
forcing them to leave their factories. You're going back to the I'm giving away everything always again, right?
Yes.
Gnomes return to your roots and give people stuff.
Yes.
Are you going to institute the hunter-gatherer gifting economy? Are you familiar with that?
Correct. Trinkets and
You have, whenever you have a birthday, you invite everybody over to your house and you give them all gifts instead of you giving gifts because it shows how wealthy you are, the amount of stuff you can give away. And so that's the way their economy runs because they actually can get enough from the hunting and gathering that they don't actually have to actually produce anything. They can sit around all day and
Which I will
Make
have
trinkets.
enacting. What was that one gnome from yesterday?
yesterday. I mean, last week.
Or last week? Well,
Yesterday.
yesterday. Today.
It's all today.
Depends on when and who you ask.
Oh.
So when did you develop that?
This?
Female.
Yeah.
It was cool where I came from. Unlike this place, which sucks. I spoke out.
Wow.
I shouldn't have said that.
Oh, you sucked it. I mean, what?
Oh man, he is so
Well-
sour. He's so bitter.
You do know that this
Well, I
world
call
is
upon in
Wait,
this
wait,
timeline.
how old
I'll
does that
call
make you
upon
now,
my
Ford?
true grove.
How
That's
old
my
is
fault.
he
We're
now?
kind of back
Josh?
where we were. The others are not in the city. They're not being forced into an encampment. But they're out there somewhere if they got a city or a landing or something.
We'll do the recap later.
We'll catch him up in a minute. Right now, he just stand there.
Yeah, right now we're
Shift his
listening
weight
to-
from foot to foot.
Well, we're listening to El Presidente Kush address
Hefe,
Capricorn.
Hefe.
Hefe.
Yeah.
El Jefe.
Also, we will be closed off from all others. Gnomes only in the city. And my entourage, of course. But under strict rule, until we have obliterated this red coin disease, gnomes are on strict lockdown. That is all. Walk off.
You hear somebody pulling out the keys and going, okay, here's your J key again. Here's your D key again. All of the rooms will now be back to letter lock codes. You'll only be given a key appropriate to your position and rank.
We're just sounding warm like Stalin every day. So.
Smells like.
A small Stalin.
Small.
No, think Napoleon.
He's smaller.
Only
He's smaller than
only
Napoleon.
gnomes in the city. There are spies everywhere.
Who are you?
Yeah, you look up at the bearded one.
Cord? You could grow a beard?
I didn't know it.
He had a birthday in between there someplace.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
He has your 7 months. That's what happened.
Wow.
No, she can't blame him.
No, I'm just saying he comes back 7 months older than everybody instead of 7
Yeah.
months younger.
no, keep it. It looks good.
I still have the red hair from the G weapon thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the
Oh my
Car-
god,
does the
he's
carpet
Robin
match the
Williams
drapes?
from
Yes, the
Jumanji.
beard is just as red too.
Okay.
Are we
look-
talking about fire
Alright.
engine red
Wait.
or red hair red?
wait.
Red hair red.
You look like what's that one thing from like the AM/PM commercials?
Yeah, exactly.
Tongas.
You look like Tungus.
Too much good stuff. Tungus.
Just like this really big guy with like red.
And a hammer over his shoulder.
Tongas.
These are
I
product
actually have
placement,
those
folks. Please sponsor us.
Oh my god, yes. He does.
Patreon.com
Patreon.com/Nikos.
Nikos.
All right,
Brought to you by.
we go back up to the house.
There we go. Totally
We
need
get
some genre
cleaned
into
up
ads,
and ready
man.
for a party.
We'll have to work on that.
Let's go.
Those are PSAs now
Exactly.
at this moment.
Exactly.
Let's go back to Cauldron. Jesus.
Especially since you're not wanted here anymore.
Hey, did any of you guys take any gold?
Gold from what?
He's looking to make sure you didn't take it.
Else.
Don't have any of the red gold.
You took my gold.
Oh, they took your gold? That's
Yeah,
fine.
The receipts right here.
Oh,
They took his red gold.
oh.
I don't have my gold.
Oh, you bought weapons? You sickened me.
It's well-veiled confiscating,
Oh.
so they don't have it.
Oh.
Well veiled.
That was well veiled. Well veiled, like a purple veil would say.
Joe. Like your candor.
Yeah, where's your veil?
It's in the box. Give him the
There.
Yeah, his is over there. Get. Sure.
You know, eventually
Very
we'll all
purple.
get
Very
best.
purple. There we go.
Yeah, I need that one for Jace because he's fully purple.
I'm aiming at your face. I hope you know this.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, shit.
There you go. Finally had to break it out.
We have a gray veil now.
First person to actually wear the silly thing.
I wonder why. They're awesome.
You're
All
terrifying.
the power.
Anyway,
Oh.
This explains why. This
Cord?
explains so much about why he did so well in the Land of the Grim.
Oh. Cord.
Mhm.
Our contract about weapons.
Oh.
It's canceled.
Null and void.
It's canceled.
Okay.
I'm beginning to think your yellow should, your orange should almost be yellow though.
Oh, no.
As quickly as mercurial as your changes have been recently.
You have to.
I have to.
You,
Maybe he's yellow orange.
You have to adjust this to the situation.
Exactly.
You know, Mercury's a great color.
you mean you have to be adaptable?
Oh, he wants
And have
more lib.
multiple
Listen to him.
multiple solutions to problems. You have to
You having a hard
utilize
time with that thing?
multiple,
Yeah, you want it like a
multiple
scarf?
perspectives and multiple
I guess, sure.
Okay,
sets
go
of talents in
go
order to get
corner
things
to
done.
corner,
Hey, listen, I don't like getting religious.
and then
Now's not the time.
Now's not the time.
that way you put it
I'm-
over your
I just
back
got
and
done
then
doing a speech.
put the ends to the front.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Congratulations on your first speech.
There you
to the
go.
public.
There you go.
Great.
Like a cloak. Like a coat. Like
All right. Golden,
If you want to, you can nod it so it
Golden.
doesn't go anywhere.
golden for the party.
Yes.
Party, party.
Party, party. Everybody going party?
Okay.
Yep.
Yay, party.
No.
Theferani Rivaldi welcomes you to her house
Thank you very much.
You guys do it.
in honor of the return of our champions.
Well,
Not you,
I lived here longer.
us, all of us.
You all faced you're
All
all
of
faced
us.
against our enemies at Bridgeton, and oh look, he got to break it out again. He's happy again.
Cauldron. I have to show my dominance.
Next thing he's gonna do is call for his
I like how
first.
you. I like how you said show my dominance while looking directly
Right,
at me.
at the 10-0, at the former 10-0.
Sure thing, bud.
Oh, nice.
How long was
She's a
Cord
king of
gone?
little people.
Cord was only gone 24 hours, but for him it was 7 months.
Ha! That's just mean, John.
That's where her 7 months went.
Yeah.
Our 7 months went, but he passed it by. I mean, he
He
lived
missed.
it.
He missed a stop. He
We
fell
got an
through time.
autograph right here. It's the Hulk's autograph.
It's just a,
Is it just a broken piece of paper?
right. It's got. It's a piece of metal where there's just the fist mark.
One day.
One day, he like puts his hand up there, compares it. So much more to go. So much more to go.
Who hit that?
Some guy. I don't know. Big green guy.
I called him Bruce.
Might have been SecGen. I don't know.
Anyway.
Product placement.
Yep.
Patreon/Nikos.
She goes and puts her fist up against it.
Yeah, exactly.
She's bigger.
All right, so what all was going to go on at this party? Who all did you want to see? There's some movers and shakers. There's somebody coming back into town. Who was I supposed to be introducing?
Oh, it was
that's
the
right.
ambassador. The emissary. I didn't like.
Yes.
This is
Steve.
important.
Apparently, we're doing the Florentine expansion rising in the north rather than all the other.
Well, it's just the party.
Yeah.
The party doesn't actually indicate anything. It's just those I gave you the list of things to keep in mind that we might be doing. These things you might want to bring up during this event.
She does
So-
tell you. I didn't like him.
Okay.
I don't know.
Trying to remember the Holstein's first name. You guys have that, I'm sure.
It was Cow. I know that his name was Cowward.
Wait a moment.
What's that?
Something Holstein.
Yeah, I know that's
It was
Wait
a
a moment.
French Cowward.
Charlet.
Charlie.
Charlie-
And
Charlie
everyone
Holstein.
called him Charlie, and he was particular about being called Charlie.
right.
The Charlet Holstein.
Yes.
Cow.
Yes.
Okay. One's a white cow, the other one's a spotted cow. Well, relatively white, it's kind of like a creamy colored cow. All one color. And a Charlet Hereford is kind of a creamy colored cow with a white face.
I'm making
Wow.
music. Here we go.
But the big cattle like Angus are big.
Don't look at the plate.
What?
Thing on the plate.
Something new on the plate.
I don't
Nice.
know how I got that.
You don't know how I got that. Okay, on the back wall we've got the notes for what their agenda is. We just added something else onto the plate. Somebody somehow has written arbitrarily "free the gnomes" while no one was looking.
Yes, and there's
I'm thinking that Talia might have a spy somewhere nearby.
Yeah.
I have no idea how it happened.
It wasn't written in really big.
When's
it wasn't
your
written-
last time you've been to
It wasn't written with
The
crayon, so
Abaddon.
we know it couldn't have been Cord.
Umara?
It wasn't me, and it wasn't her.
wasn't me.
Well, I don't see any black veils here because they're the ones who are about liberty, so there's no black veils here.
No black fellas here.
Oh, I see a partial black veil, 1/10 black veil.
You're
Fair.
right about that.
Fair. I'll take that.
That's fine.
So, are you going to visit the ambassador, considering a governmental thing, or is she going to do it, considering how she actually met her before, or?
Everybody was invited of our
Who is this ambassador?
Are you going to visit Charlene? Just talk to him about stuff.
Who is this ambassador?
Who's this
I'm not-
ambassador?
I am going to the party that is honoring him.
At the party. So you're going to talk to him at the party.
Right.
Well, imagine I'll say hello.
No, you're not going to have a long, extended conversation with him.
Why? I don't think. Look, if he's polite, I'm polite.
Okay. Okay. I'll see if I can pull him aside for a more extended conversation. I guess.
Sure. And what do you guys? Anybody in particular you want to see at the party? Because anybody's going to be there. Even old Mavu is going to be at the party.
Oh, like
Yes, I would like to see Mavu.
Cauldron Blanc assessor.
I would like to
So,
buddy
wait,
system him.
everybody,
You'd like to buddy system him?
like all the,
And I told her to see these two.
like all the,
The three of them are working together. Okay.
like all the nobles are going.
Yeah. So
Like even my father. Or would
who do you decide you're?
Well, like my non-biological father.
She's adopted.
I'm adopted.
By who? Who are your adopted parents? I don't remember the
You're
names.
my
Look it
dad.
up in my notes.
Why don't you bring
You're estranged from them, so I don't know how much contact you've had with them. So.
I try to keep. I
It's
try to
civil, I'm
write
sure.
To them once a month.
Hi, parents. Bye, parents.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm alive.
No, I don't need any money. Stop sending those requests.
I still have a room there.
at the orphanage? You know you have a house.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow, are we?
Ooh,
pulling
even
that
Patches
up?
will be at the party. He'd probably be serving Zhenya, but
That's who you should talk to. Jenny.
I will talk to Jenna.
Yeah, I would talk to her, but I'm probably gonna be busy with the sec gen. The
Beef
cow
man.
sec gen. That
He's
word
having a
is-
hard time with the names, you notice that? He's starting to sound more and more like the mortals. Can't keep names together. He keeps calling him the Sec-Gen.
He does. He's an amateur.
The Goliath, the Scorn, like why is this
yeah,
wrong?
it isn't. I'm
Why
just
is this
I
wrong?
don't know. A human,
as long as you know, as long as it
divine
doesn't become
being
okay
and a
to
human.
hurt somebody because they're different. Right?
Humans are a little thin on the ground. There's 3 of us. No, he's not.
Well, he's half.
Rosima was.
It's 2.5.
What?
He's half and half, isn't he?
Yeah, it's 2.5.
Oh,
That's about average for a party. Every party has about one
Sorry.
human in it.
Lord Edward Brightwood.
But he's human.
EDU,
She's human.
About one.
Okay.
EDU,
This is a
Edward, yeah.
visual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Sure. More than likely, he would even be here because
We had
this
3.
is this is dealing with taxation because it seems like the Red Veil is wanting to embrace all of the productivity of this nation, this fine nation you guys have been developing. And we're so glad to see this kingdom has finally come to its own. And so we understand there have been some problems with documentation and paperwork, and we are earnestly working with the new council to resolve those issues. And so I don't mean to take up all the time of the evening. I'm sure there's a lot else we would like to speak about. Feel free to. I'm very approachable. Feel free to approach me if you need additional association. Why are you?
I can't. I gotta do it.
I'm sorry. That was a good look, though. I have to remember that.
Why are you doing that?
I hate Red
He
Veil.
does that every time.
All he's saying is, gimme, gimme, gimme. I want your kingdom. Control, control, control.
And this is why I don't like the Veil system.
It definitely shuts down communication, doesn't it?
It does.
It does. It does. But unfortunately, it comes from a source that would not be relevant anyway because it's like the river, you know. It roars, makes lots of noise. Ultimately, it just is useful for moving things around.
Hey, Cord, I think I see some soup over here, and then I pull him towards like the soup.
I would love to see a wrestling match between those two. One day.
Man,
I would pay.
I could see either one of them getting restless and starting a bar fight here. So
I would pay so much platinum to buy a building and rent it out for that match, and we would publicize the shit out of it.
So like a mansion.
Or I can just make a temple.
it's already doesn't have any furniture. They can't break anything.
Yeah, no furniture. Just walls.
Anyway,
Pillars.
Underground fighting. I mean,
I'm just saying, I
What
would,
you say?
I would be very interesting to see who wins between these two.
Oh, come on, it isn't a fight. Look at that guy.
Look at her!
Oh, between Umara and
Yes.
You're only a foot shorter. Yes, between Umara and Cord. The one dragged the other one away.
By
This
his
is a
ear.
really not relevant conversation
yeah,
right
I
now.
just pulled him.
I always thought you.
And this is
talking about
typical of a party. You all get invited to a
Natural
party,
born.
you talk to each other instead of talking to anybody else.
I
And
have
she
armor.
will go.
My armor class is 10 right now.
Did you lose your armor again?
I sold it to help buy us back into this time.
That was awful nice of you.
I have
That's
that splendor
weird.
armor that you gave me of Silent.
Well, what?
Now that means he's just wearing a toga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Green toga.
Perfect.
You have
Party
You look like the
attire.
Green Giant. Ho ho ho.
You have skin?
That's Sunday. Sunday they
Okay,
met the
Steve,
Green
I do
Giant.
say so myself, but
I just found
nothing
a
a little
random
tanning
bowl,
won't do the help.
random ladle, grab soup, stuff it at you
Gotta keep
with
that
a spoon.
coordly physique.
Here.
He takes a drink and goes, "This is the punch." It was in a bowl and you use
Good thing that.
awfully thin soup here.
I mean,
Really sweet.
I'm surprised you got through that punchline so fast.
No, with her dragging him, they'd all get out of the way.
No, I'm surprised. Never mind.
I do want to go sit Jenya
Okay.
and ask her how everything's going with her. And
Well, things are going splendidly. I see you've got a new color.
yes,
It's your old color.
it's
Everything that's old is new again. It must be spring and oh no, it's coming. Yeah, it is. It's coming up on spring. It's gonna be the rainy season soon. This is great.
yeah. I totally miss spring. Anyway,
It's coming.
No, it's already past. We're in
it's
the
already
summer.
passed.
We're heading towards rainy season.
lot on my plate.
How long has this thing with the emissary of Florin been going on?
Oh, he only arrived 2 or 3 days ago. The talks have been going on for months, though. I mean, the first real support that we saw came during the last of the SecGen incursions at Red Gorge, and Red Veil showed up and basically pushed back the front and reconnected the lines. It's really been a boon, if you will, for us.
Yeah, but I don't think it would be a boon beyond that.
I don't know. We of the Blue Veil are really good friends with the Gray. I mean, with the Red. Control. It's law and order. It's their balance to our. We are the balance to their control. We make sure they don't harm anybody with their unfair practices. But it really helps to be able to get people to follow the rules when you have an enforcement arm like the Red Veil. And the Florentine government's been outstanding in that area.
So you mean it takes multiple ideologies tackling one subject together in order to get something done?
He's weird. He wears gray in that robe of his.
I just like think that in my head as I'm more fast.
He wears all colors.
Yes, I know he's got one that isn't a color even. I mean, how do you even consider gray to even be on that scale?
Can I hear this?
Of course.
Oh God. No.
Gray is
Eating
halfway
soup.
between black
You're
and
eating
white.
soup across the room.
Just what? Gray is halfway between black and white.
No, it isn't. If you've ever
Maybe not in
there are
ideology.
I'm sorry, you're speaking to a blue veil and a red veil, and both of them are going to be very clear that there is a clear and defined line between black and white.
I know.
Neither of them is a place for gray. Metaphor.
Have you ever? Yes, I understand. The veils are something different than colors.
See, they're moral absolutists, so regarding
Yeah,
gray
they're
is
much
more of
too
a-
restrictive.
Okay.
They are.
But I don't see how a green veil would even care when we all get along with you fine enough. If anything, you should be advocating for, say, the elimination of all color. But if you did that, then you'd be really no different than the abolitionists down there at the end of the table.
The what? Abolitionists?
Yeah.
I sneezed. Somebody talking about me?
What is an
You
abolitionist?
don't sneeze.
A person who wishes to abolish the very purpose for the veils altogether.
Do you
I mean, he went so far as to build a temple outside of city property so that he could advocate for his heretical views.
It's just another view.
Spoken,
What makes him?
spoken like a nice piece of butter, like you're supposed to be.
Alright.
Green butter. That's a new phrase. Put that with chummy. It's gonna go in the book. Green butter goes good with chummy.
Herb butter.
Sure.
It's really quite good.
See.
With the right herbs.
Yeah.
I think
So Charlet approaches Good King Kush.
Oh, hello.
I'm so glad that you could make the attendance. I was concerned that there might have been difficulties with. Well, considering that the two advocates I sent down to Jadaroon didn't even respond to my summons, I'm so glad that you decided to make an appearance.
Yes, I threw them out.
You threw out the summonses, or the people that I sent?
I threw out the people that you sent.
Okay.
Oh no, this was before your return, sir. It was we sent it to Talia. She turned them away.
Oh. Well, good on her. But as you know, the king is always there in spirit.
Sure, and you advocate and understand the power and the necessary for control to run a kingdom.
Good lord.
What I understand is that you need a good freedom and understanding of
when to let things go.
I'm sorry. I'm just remembering your temple that you had here. Something went horribly wrong with it not too long ago. I remember.
I heard there were some inconveniences that occurred, and I believe your friend Goliath over here was partially responsible for the devastation.
Excuse me, what you call me?
I'm sorry, I didn't call you.
It's Goliath. If you
And I look around like.
Speak up a little bit. You
No.
might be speaking in too deep a register for the mic in here.
That was
Goliath's
excellent.
pride.
Yes, he did speak highly of that day. The thing that I have the problem with is you're wanting our goods.
No, we simply want a fair adjudication of the transit costs to take your properties eastward. I'm sorry, northward.
Well, all contracts with Jadaroon are being canceled due to the queen is missing.
Oh,
And
if you need assistance
suspected.
what?
She's suspected in the Everdark
Suspected of what?
of high treason.
Oh, well, we're definitely all in favor of law and order, and we'd be glad to send whatever forces necessary to maintain your regime if necessary.
Really?
Absolutely.
Yeah, they get their little filthy hands on your kingdom.
I will discuss it later with my advisor, of course. He's sitting over there in that purple monstrosity. I mean, robe.
Oh. Well,
I'm sorry, I don't like these robes.
we of the Red Veil appreciate the fact that it does take time to accomplish our objectives. So I'm sure that we can come to some kind of an arrangement to ensure the peace and tranquility, and more importantly, the security, safety of your people.
Thank you. That's all that I ever want is the safety of my people.
Excellent, excellent. So I will, let's say, a week or so, we'll coordinate to talk about what kind of a force displacement you might require.
Hopefully. I'm usually running around the countryside and, flying over.
Kind of
and-
grins and goes, yeah, running around.
Yeah.
Yes, so I've heard.
Yes. Flying sometimes. Day to day. But, please meet all of.
Sure.
Yeah.
Battery dying. Can't unplug that. Goodbye, music.
You can't scare us.
Can't scare you anymore with music. Doggone it.
I can. I mean, what?
And my camera froze.
Who buys
There we
these
go.
robes?
What's that?
Are we still connected by telepathy this entire time? and We just haven't noticed?
No, it was yesterday.
Yes.
That was yesterday, unless he does it right now.
No. That that
Still
wasn't
today.
yesterday. That was early. Yeah, it's the
It's
same
still
day.
That's
today.
right, that's right, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just forgot about that.
I'm
Hello,
saying,
everyone.
yeah, I've been trying to say these things like
I'm like, wait a minute.
mentally.
Somebody come help me get out of this one! Can you use some assistance here?
I'll come rescue you.
Oh, not you, Mary.
And as you
Yeah, I was going to talk to the cow person anyway. Should probably remember his last name.
Okay.
Holstein, there we go.
Alright, so you come walking up, he goes, oh, have you had much dealings with this confused one?
Yeah, he was the last Tenno.
Oh, that explains why the books probably got all confused. Thanks. Appreciate that information. Helps a lot. Ah, hello.
Confused one.
Realism. No.
No, you. Let's go with the name you gave me. Let's go with confused one.
Oh, okay.
Rowdy.
I was like walking up from the back, and then I walked the other direction.
Oh no! As you walk forward, he's like, "Yes, Amara, please join us."
I was like in the middle of like turning around.
Yes, I know. Yes, so you do a complete circle. Come, let's.
Rowdy.
And then I do.
Yes. How can I help you?
Oh, I was just so I don't know if you noticed, but I'm actually on the board of advisors for the government. You see,
Yes.
when I was when I abdicated, I was managed to hold on to a small position of power in the government, which was appreciated. But anyway, I was just sort of checking in on what inspired a whole ambassador being sent to Cauldron.
Well, I wouldn't send a half of an ambassador. That would be kind of insulting to only send part of one. So clearly,
It'd
you have to
also
send
be a
full
little
one.
bit morbid, but
Yes, exactly, and that would be kind of a message that we, as the Red Veil, might on occasion use.
I think it would be
We
weird.
might have at one point. We may or may not have at one point put a horse's head in somebody's bed, but that's a completely separate issue.
Anyway.
Laura's just standing there smiling. Like,
What brought you? What brings a representative such as yourself to Cauldron?
Oh, the requisite defenses of the Florentine Empire. We have a mutual interest in protecting that which has always been a part of our realm. There we go. Really
Okay.
confuse everybody. Make them see the palm of my hand. That's horrible.
Okay.
Did we freeze?
oh, I'm sorry.
We're good.
I'm sorry. My leaf likes to jingle. Stop that.
Your knee likes to jingle.
My leaf likes to jingle. My apologies.
You have jingling leaves.
Yeah.
Sounds like you need to see a priest. Get that removed.
Anyway, as far as I can tell, Cauldron was where?
Oh, I'm sorry. That's my other leaf.
I'm relieved.
God.
The timing.
I'm trying to interrupt you. You're being saved by the bells. All of them. Your dramatic scene. You had one scene. We're ruining it for you.
I Druid craft some like a crown on the not his head, the other guy's Charlie or whatever.
Isn't that a king?
No, wait, no, but still,
Weird.
Stop it. Stop giving him ideas.
it's like a really basic.
Anybody else need to make a phone call real quick?
Now would be the
Okay.
time.
Now that
Okay.
you mention it.
Mine was alarm clock, but
Okay,
that
fine,
would
not
be funny.
not a crown, a necklace, a Druid necklace.
Okay.
Yes.
So if I remember correctly, I was installed as the sole law giver and maker of Cauldron, which implies that your people at one point had no say in how Cauldron governed itself, which implies a lack of control.
I'm not
over it.
sure what you're speaking of. That's not in our histories whatsoever.
You don't have me as being the Tenno in the histories whatsoever?
Why would we have that?
Because it happened?
Are you certain? Maybe the illness that caused you to have this delusion about the use of color in your clothing might have affected other faculties.
Maybe this illness that you're.
Oh, okay. I was
insinuating on
out
him
of character. I
is-
was about to quote the Bible. I think that would have caused a bad thing. I was this close to saying it.
That would have been awesome.
Turn cheek. Where was I? Just we had very little involvement with your people, and then all of a sudden we had a lot of involvement. It's a little weird.
No, we've exerted our control as necessary throughout time.
Which involved very little involvement, and now there's
Thankfully, that is true. When Vilantru was operating things went well. Wait. No. Scratch that. No, that's actually not Jonathan scratching that. He actually said
Yeah.
Vilantru. I'm just clarifying that he actually did say that. He says, stop, scratch that. He says, Ever since the Vanderborens have been administrators of the city, things have been established in this order.
Okay, that was a weird heel turn. I suppose, what's, if I may be allowed to know, what's your plan for this area? Just sending troops north?
Oh, we have no need. We don't have no intention of occupying. If that's what you're suggesting, you're already
defending, obviously.
well. No, only when petitioned by the council. We are only here to establish trade negotiations for transit, as I said, for cargo going to Florin, because quite frankly, we think that you'll find that it's far easier to travel across the Damonskar these days than to spend your time chasing ghosts across the Bridgeport area, especially since you got that rogue out there running around with his little band of would-be men.
Yeah, that was a little weird when he left. What are you hoping to trade with? What are you hoping to trade?
Well, especially with the fact that you guys are now in a virtual guerrilla war, we're planning on providing you with weapons, armaments, food, clothing.
And let me guess, we have nothing to give you except money.
Oh no, there's much that you have to trade with us. You have an overabundance of, shall I say, the unfortunates.
Shall you say a different word so that I may understand you?
Okay. Refugees from every quarter. You have some section refugees.
Oh.
You have certain.
You just want
others.
You just want labor.
Well, of course.
Oh, okay, I suppose that's.
I mean, having occupations that go unfulfilled because I don't have the workers is a problem for a city as industrious and successful as ours, and so we're more than willing to assist you in transferring that personnel population to places where there's actual work to be done.
I'll have to make sure to keep a close eye on those people leaving. I wouldn't want them to get a bad impression of you.
Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not. We want to
Yes.
make sure that we keep as stiff an upper lip as possible to maintain the integrity of the empire.
Of course.
See, we're not nearly as far apart as you thought.
I never thought we were far apart at all.
Your approach seemed to show an adversarial nature.
Your receival was adversarial. I was merely.
I only was mocking you because of the colors of clothing that you happen to
And
choose.
I am thoroughly aware of this fact, and I'm allowing it to roll off of my back because that's.
Because that's probably where the most of the gray is. Yeah, I get it.
Alright.
What does that even mean?
Red veil and gray don't get along.
No, I just we're back in the. You know
Excuse me, you to-be steak. I believe what he's doing
Court.
is,
Court.
I
Court.
grab his ear again and I start telling him.
steak.
Well, it's been very.
Wait a moment.
Are you planning on staying in town?
You're a righteous man. I don't
Olivia wants to know if it's okay if she draws another picture of your treehouse. Well, our super fan wants you to draw a picture. Wants to draw a picture of your treehouse, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, but it's from beta.
Are you?
It's from the other timeline, but sure.
Yeah.
Are you going to be in town for much longer?
Well, once I get a chance to talk to his lordship about the manifestations of Jadrun, and once I get feedback from the render that I sent up to what they call it, Deep Helm. Deep Helm. What's the name of the grim castle north of here?
Hollow? Something hollow?
Oh,
No, Kingfisher Hall is a town.
Hollow Sky? Not Hollow Sky?
No, it's. I don't think I ever got the name.
Yeah, I don't think you ever did get a name.
You just said the dwarves where Gotchard or
Yeah, it'd be, so it's Hallowfell.
It's Gottschalk's old layer.
Hallowfell. Hallo.
Am I?
WFEL.
Except slave labor, brother.
Hollowfell?
Mm-hmm.
this just reinforces my point. I need an army.
But you have one.
I haven't checked in on months.
Small one.
So go check it out. 120 soldiers.
Thank you for your time.
Likewise.
I have nothing. I have me.
No, you've got.
I have me. I lost my acolyte. I lost my cleric.
You have the heathers.
Okay, so
You
remember,
have to learn.
So
the
remember how you had to go about building your own church? You are now in a new one that's already built up. You have
Right.
access
Well,
to all
actually,
that
no. He
resources.
told me that he would give me directions on building a church.
Oh,
That's if you so desire, but the issue is that the green already has followers, lots and lots of followers.
Yeah.
All you need to do is just work your way out.
Yeah, I know. She
All right.
has to start over.
Oh, he'll nod over to you and say, so, have you visited the new wing that we're going to be building for the Blue Crater Academy?
No, I have not seen the new build site.
Yeah, we're actually it's going to be built on the what was the former Red Veil Temple property, the piece that's still standing, but it's going to be dedicated specifically to all forms of defensive magics. And we would be honored if you would consider writing some particular spell treatises for us on how you've actively defended the city of Cauldron throughout time.
Oh, we got a comedy of
Oh.
errors.
Keep this in mind.
Sure. Wouldn't expect anything other than that. I mean, all you got is you've got nothing but time to work with.
Right.
So he will actively avoid that one, but do try to put a bug in your ear and say that we have already made great strides to ensure funding for the brigade going forward, so that you won't have to depend on the unstable economy of Cauldron to make sure that your militia stays vibrant and survivable.
are you contributing just money, or are you contributing men as well?
We might send a few advisors
Of course.
Why do I
Be
need
careful.
advisors?
to learn to learn all the new
Yes.
tactics we have for stopping the attacks of the SecGen, and to teach you how to utilize the new shields that we've developed to prevent the unfortunate accidents that occur whenever the others bring certain weapons to bear.
So you want to know how our battle techniques are?
Well, it would be a give and take of information.
Okay.
Little seething there, I see. All right. Anything else you guys want to talk about with that individual? Otherwise,
No,
anybody
the
else?
more he talks, the less I like him. He's
Jason
like
and I
a spider with his,
have,
or an octopus with his tentacles and
He's
too
as
many
private
cuddly
meeting.
as a cactus.
She'll post it to the
Huh?
Discord.
He's as cuddly as a cactus.
Oh,
So you and
an
Jess, you and
octopus with
Jason. What?
tentacles that he's trying to
private
wrap
meeting
around
with-
everything.
with them.
And you
Oh,
become
yeah?
dependent
Already?
upon their money and
Already?
dependent upon
Excellent.
their men.
What meeting?
No, this is different. I have to have them near me if I travel alone.
Oh, fine. I'm up for the whatever meeting you're wanting to discuss. So we're looking at it. We're looking at a simple 8%.
No, I need those weapons back
What weapons?
from Jotaro.
What weapons from Shadowrun?
The things that your emissaries were loading up into the wagons.
I'm really not sure of what you're speaking.
Oh, well. What were your acolyte emissaries in Jotaro actually doing there?
I'm not sure of what you're speaking.
Your red veil wasn't
You-
there?
What?
The red veil?
Red Veil is a philosophy. It's not necessarily a governmental affiliation. If you're suggesting that that we of the Florentine Empire would have truck with the degenerates of Jadaroon in weapons trade is unconscionable.
Wait a moment. They were wearing livery.
Then,
They were actually wearing livery. Yes.
They were wearing livery.
Good thing you didn't fight her.
they were there.
Who's they?
The two gentlemen from the Red Veil.
From the Red Veil?
From the Red Veil. I know.
So they're philosophers.
Yes, and I suspect that you all philosophize together.
I'm really, quite frankly, sir, you're the king of a nation. I've not even visited Jadaroon, so I'm not sure precisely what it is you're claiming that we took from you.
Look, you might have to
I
go check
see.
with your treasurer. Remember,
No, he's got he's got all the documentation.
I got all of it. What do you say, advisor? Do you believe him?
Is this out loud, or are you are telepathically?
Say that one out loud.
Of course, putting you on the spot.
Of course.
Out loud.
I'm trying to remember what actually happened here.
Me too.
I don't have a.
Just don't we usually have telepathy up?
Yes.
Well, we do now, but the problem is you asked the question out loud, so it'd be weird if you just stared back at him in response.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out when these two visited, but it was.
No, it was the very first, when you first got there, they were already loading wagons.
You guys hearing
It was by the auction. They were, remember, you went, when you got there, you did not walk to the auction. The red wagons were being loaded up after the auction. And so now he's denying that he
Oh.
has the cargo.
Well, are you suggesting that the red coins that the Red Veil so fluently, gassetly...
The color of a man's coin does not change the value of it.
Yes, but you know of the effects
Well, what effects?
of the red coins.
No, I'm not sure what you're talking about. Coins are coins. I've got a pocket full of them right now. You want to talk about them? I can show you them.
Yes, please.
He pulls out a handful of red gold.
Ugh.
Those.
What about them?
Have you been supplying Jadarin with it?
Since the stuff has driven about a quarter of our economy over the last year and a half, sure, why not?
You've been supplying this red gold to
No,
the
it's been-
nation?
No, that we've been recouping it for costs owed to us by other nations.
Raise your hand. I'm ready to kill this guy.
why do we owe them anything? Why do we owe them anything?
You don't anymore.
You don't.
They used it to buy weapons from you.
Just a moment. That was.
She's like, wait a minute, what's...
Can I?
Fine, sir.
He said to buy weapons from you.
Yeah.
Now she didn't have the way to convert those weapons, did she? She expected you to have it.
Correct.
And he did.
And I did at one point.
You did at one point. She was angry at you.
Right.
No, do I remember that she was angry at you?
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Just remember they were
she was
upset
angry
with each other.
because you didn't have it.
No,
So-
you didn't hear any of that part of the conversation.
Oh, I didn't hear any
No.
part of it. Okay.
No, but I did a little bit of logical walking to the point that we should have had a conversation with her about what she was doing with all the gold and the fact that he had the thing. We don't know her reaction to him not having it. I can suspect that it's probably not going to be the nicest of reactions, but we
And-
don't know specifically.
And the fact that she vanished and all of that.
Yeah. And the,
Couldn't have
And he's actually said at least twice that she went into the Everdark. So
yeah. Did I see him pull out red coins,
Yes.
Albin?
what's that?
Did I see him pull out red coins?
Yeah. No, just these two
Okay.
at this point.
Yeah.
Also, Livy has to leave Survey say bye. She's got
Bye.
it's her,
I
it's her
will
bedtime.
take
She's on the
my
East Coast.
crystal back from you, Olivia.
You gotta go back
Good night.
3 iterations.
the
4.
the
This man has red gold.
What's
can you not wave that around? Just flew.
Or it doesn't hurt anybody.
It's okay.
What?
Okay. Oh, wait, no big deal.
What do you want me to do? What are you gonna do
No.
about it?
Just keep a mental note of that for now.
In case we forget things.
Can
We've
I-
had that in the last 24 hours.
Now
You want me to fix him?
the warehouse
Yeah,
industry
just one
in
toss.
Jadaru.
Well, if we fix him, won't he just get
Okay,
redirected
keep
'cause
going.
he's
I
touching
don't know
it
which.
again?
Where we're
You don't
going
know
with this.
anything about that?
Carefully.
No, I came to make. I mean, we've had commerce with you over the last year or so.
Over what exactly?
Oh, transfer of weaponry.
So you've been buying weapons from Jadaru.
Yeah. That's why you had so much red gold flooded into your economy.
I would like to get regular gold for this red gold.
Oh, you don't trade me regular gold for my red gold? I go for
No,
that all day
no,
long.
my red gold for regular.
You're
gold.
going to sell me back your red gold.
For regular.
Okay, but the problem with that is that regular gold mining is a lot more expensive, and also there's been a bit of hoarding going on, and so I can offer you 10%.
No. Do you know any way to get rid of this god awful red tint on this?
Why would you want to?
It's
It's so much more soothing as it is.
oh well, to some, maybe not to others.
Now, what does it actually do?
For a view.
Well,
Let me
we'll
see
come
what
back.
we-
We'll come back in the meta here in a bit. Right now, we're in the middle of this encounter. So.
Okay.
I need a gun.
You know, that has happened in more than one kingdom, and there are ways we can arrange to liquidate it. 10%'s my starting offer.
I leave my finances with this gentleman.
Quick question.
Sure.
Jenya dispelled red gold in the past, right?
No, that was evil Jinya, and she was hoarding it.
She just spelled it on us, but
She transferred you real gold in trade for it, made you think that she was getting rid of red.
So the conversion rate is.
I'll give you 10% of its value in real gold.
But you want to establish a prosperous trade route, do you not?
No, I just want to collect the taxes on the route that's already there.
We may just need to cut our losses at this point.
Why trade to the north? Why trade to the north?
Although I don't
You
agree
know,
with 10%.
know what
I do
what's
feel
happening in
that's
this
too low.
conversation.
True.
Yeah, you don't have a clue of the conversations. What's up?
I do feel 10%. Is it 10 too low?
I'm open to negotiation. Please hit me back with what you think is fair.
should we go higher or lower?
Higher.
He does. It's not good with
30.
numbers.
We just hear higher
30
come over the broadcaster.
30
Yeah. Yeah. What?
You want 90%.
I 93%.
He means to say 33%.
33? I could go as high as 18. I mean, it's such a burden to remove it from you because it means I have to send extra cards because you have such a high volume of it. I happen to know from our finances how much of your economy is currently based on it.
That's ruin the economy.
How about 25%? And we can have someone help you move it.
20% and you don't have anybody involved with moving.
Your Majesty, is that?
That sounds good. As
Sure, I'll
long
have the
as-
paperwork drawn up and I'll just send it over to you for
Cool.
your signatures.
Thank you.
A fool and his money are soon parted.
And
It wasn't his money. It's he's selling out his kingdom for a fifth of the value.
Half, quarter, yeah.
everything's free.
If I don't know anything about this conversation,
Right.
is there any way I can talk to Jenya?
Sure.
Hi.
Wow, that's quaint.
Have we met? We have met, but did we meet before I fixed you?
I think we met before you got fixed.
Explain.
For half a second, you remember her in the blue veil trying to seduce you.
But that was the other.
That was the evil one, when she was in the white veil.
I know. And she says, I remember you.
You were in the white veil.
Ah, yes. You're right.
And you remember me from the white veil. Approximately.
She literally looks you up and down like she's undressing you. She says, yeah, I remember.
Guys, I might have to kill Jenya again.
Is this the dust method or the non-dust method?
This is the dust method.
Let me know if you help with the dust method.
Dude, we're just doing math over here. What are you doing?
She's being weird again.
Stop touching your
I can
face.
imagine the Blue Veil Roomba just like finally some good frickin' crap.
So, how has it been getting into the blue veil, considering your conversion from white?
Oh, you'll find that priestesses have this challenge here. It just things don't always seem to set right. You know, guys invent stuff, and girls have to figure out how to make it work.
Weird way of putting it, but okay.
Is this the wrong one?
Wait, many of the what? It's, are you you're a high priestess in blue veil?
I am a high priestess of St. Cuthbert, yes.
Part of the blue veil.
Oh, of course.
I'm glad we're living.
Anyone seeking truth, justice, and a modicum of peace is going to accept the blue veil. I mean, that's tacitly obvious.
Sure. Well, I hope your transition out of your damaged state has gone well.
It has. I have flashbacks and bad memories from time to time.
Yeah, that was quite the bad state we picked you up for the yellow hair and whatnot.
Yeah. Yeah, it was bad.
See, I said that because when we found her, she had pitch black hair.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Guys, I'm going to have to kill Jenya now.
Oh, can I do it?
No.
It's my turn.
Why?
Right now? Or we need to take her outside?
Why?
She could have an accident?
Okay, it's not. It's the bad Jenya again. I'm getting really bad flashbacks right now.
So,
Do you need
are
help
going
or
to do it
something?
In this house? You gonna take her
I
outside?
mean, I don't want to lose her outside, and I'd rather not wait. You see, this is.
Okay. Are you sure?
She doesn't remember being fixed properly. She doesn't properly remember being fixed, and she's remembering things that this Jenya wouldn't remember.
Oh.
And she's acting weird, salacious.
How old is Junior?
30s.
Okay.
That's
Ask her for her last name.
what's it supposed to be?
Orius?
What?
Orius?
Uricus.
Oricus?
Uricus.
Oricus. Ask for single man.
Uricus.
Did you get married?
Oh no, my last name's Euricus. I've been the whole time.
Oh, okay. That's good.
Do you think, with all the colors, do you think that it's possible that time might not actually exist?
Explain.
Well, you have many bands,
Mm-hmm.
which suggests that you can embrace all thought processes.
I think all thought processes have value. Yes.
Yes, but that means you bear one that just simply can't exist.
Oh God, this again.
And I start
Which color do you not like?
Well, as Blue Veil, I find two of them reprehensible.
Right, but which is the one that you don't think should be on this?
Neither of them. You should have neither purple nor indigo on there. No, I'm sorry, white or indigo on there.
Right. Do you mind if we have this philosophical conversation about colors and veils and how we approach them on a balcony outside? It's kind of not the most like tautological conversation to have at a party.
You know, I found that you're right. It's not a good topic for conversation. I would instead recommend, however, that we do it at a place that's more suitable. For example, your temple or mine, on another day.
Mine, and I'll contact you.
Sure, I'll have my girl call your girl, or whatever.
Well, it would be my guy calling you, the sending, but
Is
anyway, it's been fun talking to you.
Yes, likewise.
Go as far. I walk off.
Quickly.
there's someone on the controlling the live stream right now other than you?
No, why? I die again? I died again.
No. There's a mouse on the screen doing something.
Oh, that'd be Travis.
Okay. He's over.
Travis is reaching out trying to fix my camera. So my camera requires me to unplug it. He noticed that it was dying. And he's trying to fix it without me. But I don't know if they fix it, so there we go.
Yumara was
Are
about
you-
to walk
are you
into the
sure
room.
it's
Time
you,
is
Virginia?
actually a human construct.
Did we really screw up that badly?
No,
I'm in a transitional phase.
but turning into dust worked last time, and it'll work this time.
You're
But then
absolutely
where's
sure
the
it's
real
evil,
Jenny?
Jake.
I'll have to scratch.
There's no doubt.
Good, Jenya. Didn't remember being creepy to me.
Such
Wow,
a neck-
that deep laugh is like downright frightening.
Well,
That,
those are-
he totally has
Way
gone
back.
Grey Veil. He's totally gone Grey Veil because now he's starting to sound like Musk.
That's bad.
Oh, he's the only other Grey Veil we've ever had. So
The
Really?
wizard and the Goliath.
It's just
No,
like, is your neck starting to get rubbery?
you,
Warlock.
Warlock. Stop.
Warlock. Yeah.
You know where it's
Okay.
Yeah. He
I will
says,
do a
"Ooh,
divination
spooky,
and I'll find out."
spooky mouse trying to fix things.
She says if you look
Haunted
at
screen.
Well, it's
going
not.
over to
I know.
I've used it.
the Green Veil or the Heathers or whatever.
It froze again. Really? No, it didn't. It's fine.
Anyway,
Anyway,
anybody else doing anything?
I didn't reactivate.
I'm
but-
making sure he stays out of trouble.
I want to talk to Mavu.
God,
Fighting for
such a
control.
mom.
Are you gonna talk to Mavu? Who's talking to Mavu?
Well, if he wants to go do that,
Hey!
I'll go talk to my
No, he's
father.
he's sitting at the table drinking some grog, looking over everybody, just kind of watching.
Hello, Mavu.
Excuse me, do I know you?
Hello, Mavu. And
Do I know you?
I do not believe you do.
Then how do you know me? Who's ratting me out? Do I have friends
no,
here?
no one's ratting out. No. I am no friend. I am Cord.
Please tell me you're not the Cord.
Oh, no. My
Oh,
parents were.
Okay, I was worried there. I haven't seen anybody since 4th, and I just wanted to make sure it wasn't happening again.
My parents were misguided in their naming process, to say the least. But no, I am.
Lord Court of Court.
Yeah.
Okay, can I do with you, Cord?
It has come to my attention that you are a man who is able to obtain certain items
Yes.
that
And to make things vanish.
yes.
I walked up to look for my father just before he started this conversation.
Yes.
Yeah, that means he's by himself. This is always safe.
Everybody tells me I'm acting like a mother.
You people, you're helicopter parents, I swear.
Both of them.
I can do this on my own.
We would need a helicopter
I'm a big
in order
boy.
to watch over you, okay?
Hey, I'm a big boy, alright? I'm not a noob.
Yes, you are.
I can do this myself.
Anyway.
Alright,
And then you hear in your head, don't buy another subject. I will
Are
murder
you feeling
in
well?
your sleep.
Yes.
I know where you live.
No, I did that in character, didn't I?
Yes.
Alright, great. Oh yes, I'm feeling fine. It must be the atmosphere in here.
Oh, it's really? Should we step out on the balcony?
There's too
No.
much. There's too
Uh,
much
no.
atmosphere.
I'm
Quiet, you
Quiet,
up
Mom.
there. I'm up there.
I totally think you are. I totally think you just shouted that from behind the curtain where you think you're hiding. No!
Dear God,
She's with you?
I have no clue who this is.
Oh, she seems familiar to me, but I can't place her either.
Okay.
So, you want to step on the balcony? It's quieter.
I know where
no,
you
this
sleep.
is very informal. I'm looking to make a purchase from you.
Oh, excellent. Excellent.
It's a relatively high quality purchase. That is why I came and talked to
Okay.
you in person.
In Persian? Sure.
Person.
Blankets?
Blankets?
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
Persian blankets?
No.
Because you wanted to buy them in Persian?
Okay, it's a special magic item that I want, and I wanted to see if you had any in stock, shall we say?
Oh, I don't have very many magic items in stock except for a couple cases of the Nimble Rights left.
Would you happen to be able to obtain a manual of gainful exercise?
Oh, we're still after the book.
Still on this.
He says, no, but I can tell you that you can find one if you can find the library.
Books. But well, thank you very much.
Do you know which library I'm speaking of?
I do not.
Well, I guess you might want to ask that question if you want to find out what you really
Yes,
want. But that's going to cost you now because you're clearly wasting my time because you don't even know what it is you want.
All right, I will pay you for the specific library. How much do you want for that information?
What's the manual worth to you?
50,000 gold pieces.
You got that on you?
Nope, but I can find it.
You can find it. Sounds like several thousand rogues that I know. 50,000? Once you've paid that, I will give you the details on which library you need. But I'll give you this much. It's on Yarwin.
So wait. Let me get this straight. I will pay you 50,000 for you to tell me where it is.
Yes.
Doesn't guarantee you're gonna get it.
Yeah.
How about if I go further? I'll guarantee that it's exactly where I say it is.
That's worth 50,000 to me.
Wait a minute.
I will.
Sorry.
He's a big boy.
And you all were expecting me to get some sort of weird, dangerous No, I just wanted a stupid book that
You
increases
know
one of my
somebody
ability
that
scores.
knows
I'm
locate
not.
objects.
That doesn't.
It
that-
doesn't
that-
work
that's
unless you
small
have
village.
to have seen it.
1,000 feet.
That as well.
Alright, yeah. I'm not. Okay. Well, thank you. To start to solidify our business, I have 1,000
On you?
pieces. Yeah. So this big bag.
Standard, SC or RC?
Standard.
I'll take them.
All right. I'll have to pull out a bag for my magical.
Slides a piece of paper over. Sign them.
I'm going to read. I can't read very well. All right. I'll sign.
I'm gonna read it. I can't read it.
Wait a moment.
You
Then
have
what?
you
You have friends
Too
who
late.
can read it.
It's too late.
Too late.
He already marked his X.
He has average.
Scroll.
Average.
But if he
A
doesn't,
10 IQ
but
is
if he
100.
doesn't,
Yes.
but if he doesn't read it, he doesn't read it. He said, "I don't read well. I didn't read it. I signed it."
All right. Well, thank you for your business. Oh, and Mavu. If you backstab on this deal.
How can I backstab?
I
I'm
know,
gonna
it's
go to
so
put my
out of fashion.
put my knife through the paper. What do you mean by backstab?
Yes, I know. Back bludgeon, whatever you want to call it.
What are you talking about?
If you do this, I have.
You can
methods.
ask your associates. I am above reproach when it comes to dealing with things of magical nature. Trust me when I say a certain object made it all the way back to its point of contact. And you're challenging whether or not I'm an honest man.
I'm just saying, it doesn't hurt to take chances. Everyone's out for power, Mavu. All right.
Not everybody. Thank God, not everybody.
Money will do.
Did you
So,
just say
Everybody's out for power.
back bludgeon?
He did.
Mm-hmm. I can't say backstab.
You did say backstab, then you changed it to back bludgeon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's-
'cause
Or
he was
whatever.
like
That's disgusting.
misunderstanding.
I just.
Oh my
I
god.
just like feel something crawl up my spine.
Oh my god.
You mean yet another party member signing something?
Oh man. Ah.
All right, thank you, Mavu.
Anyways, I look for my unbiological father.
Court science document.
Oh,
Hey.
so how goes things, daughter?
Oh, you know, the referendum. How are things with you?
Well, we're thinking about possibly relocating. I hope that isn't going to mess up your plans too much.
Where to, Florin?
Are you kidding? There's a really nice place available at really decent prices over at Bridgeton right now. They're looking for a relocation, and they're willing to give up big chunks of land to those that want to repopulate the area.
Can you make it accessible to, you know, the magic-y thing with the circle?
What?
I don't know how magic works.
You just come visit at some point, and then your friends can lock in whatever mystical stuff. You know, we're not into that stuff either,
Yeah.
really.
I don't know. It's just something I hear, and I'm like, I don't.
No, it's just that I don't want to go back to the hunting grounds this time of year. It's kind of cold, so I figured Bridgeton's probably a safer place.
That's fair.
No, why are they leaving?
It's really good in summer, you know.
Yeah. Well, we'll probably keep that little piece of land that we've got up north if you ever need it.
Oh,
But
okay.
yeah, we bought Jared's place.
Let's go to Jared's place. Oh.
Well, fortunately, we're actually. I guess you would have to say that we kind of made it a timeshare deal.
So it's just
Are we Purple Veil
what
now?
to say.
What?
Are we Purple
We've
Veil?
always been Purple Veil.
Oh yeah, that's right. You can.
That's why we hope you marry Jace, because it's clearly who's got a clear purple head on his shoulders.
Of course he does. Anyways.
I felt the disturbance.
You okay,
She's
buddy?
human. He's half human, you know.
Oh no, there's a really long running joke. Is that for a very short period of time they pretended to be, they were actually living in the same place, and so Jenya thought they were married, and so then they made the joke that they were married, and then she
No,
actually
we
made it.
were
No, it was
trying to
Umara
get-
was being lawful and
We
said
were trying to get intel from Keegan's, and I hooked arms with him and said, "We're a newlywed couple, and we're looking to buy new locks for our new abode,"
yes.
and it's stuck.
Stuck. Been a running joke
Sure
ever
it
since.
And now it's with him.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That's great.
Made it all the way back to your dad. Isn't that great? Now it'll be a dad joke forever.
Oh dear.
How's production going?
On
Just in general.
I sold the business.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Too much?
Oh no, we got a really good price. What was his name?
Charlie?
No, it was another. You were close though. It was another of the. I think it was a Hereford. Yeah, Hereford. That's the last name. Hereford.
So Florence is all cows?
No. He's actually from Neo Moria.
What do you think of these guys?
Tonight is the night.
I'm sorry, my leaves have been going off like
Her phone's going off. That's funny. That mom?
No.
His
So,
girlfriend.
what do you think of these guys? Flying and all of them?
Oh, not worried about. That's the reason why we sold the business, because we found a place to actually buy the elastic factory.
What's elastic?
Oh, it's we're right here near the jungles. So you take rubber and you wind it in cloth.
It sounds like a really tedious work.
Yeah, but it apparently makes their new weapons really effective.
Them being.
The Herefords, they're weapons dealers.
Okay. Yeah, well, apparently my militia is going to be owned by Charlie.
What?
According
No, that doesn't sound right. They're capitalists. They fund other people's operations. They let you keep your ownership.
Yeah, but now they want to know how our tactics are.
Well, that's just to help improve them. I mean, think about it. The reason why you and I have always had trouble is that I've always been a bit of a red veil to you. I mean,
Yeah, that's fair. You are my father.
it's the way it goes.
But wouldn't that make them that beneficial to them? Because now they know how the Cauldron's tactics are.
Expanding a secure boundary around something that you already control is a good thing.
What if they go against us?
That's unconscionable. Why would they?
Don't know.
Us.
So I kind of have a really mildly off-topic lore
Sure.
question. Is it like are we joking around right now, or is it really common for people to refer to their own thought processes in terms of veils?
It's actually in story.
It's very common for people to refer to a veil.
Most people recognize that veils are not something you can hold to dogmatically,
Right.
except for when dealing with other veils.
I'm just saying, like, people reference what veil they're part of and what the person they're talking to veil is part of a lot in conversation, or are we just like having a lot
It's
of
more so.
backstory?
It's more so now because it's political talk.
Okay, so we're just doing it a lot. I was trying to make sure like this wasn't
It's
a
like-
This isn't going to be an ongoing thing.
yeah.
no.
Okay,
It's like politics.
random
Like
lore question.
random-
Yeah, it's
I mean,
ironically it's exactly
Well-
what you want.
No, what?
yeah.
You and the other poly,
Travis.
both of you want them
Which
to
was
become-
really weird that
it comes out on opposite ends
I
of the
will,
spectrum.
I will leave this here, just for shits and giggles, because if he starts wearing, I'm gonna laugh. I was just wondering, because like if this language dictates thought process, if a lot of people bring up their veils, a lot of the time it's
Mhm.
going to really have a large impact on how they think. So if that's just a political realm thing, then that's fine. But if it's like the commoners bring it up constantly, then that's
No,
different. Okay.
no. Otherwise, you'd have street fights all the time.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was getting to.
Yeah,
Okay.
no. Most people don't. Most people, it literally is like a religion. Most people just look at it on the 1 day a week or 2 days a week that they do something ritualistically. The rest of the time, they don't worry about it.
Got it. Okay. Just making sure.
A lot of politicos though will push it when it
Yeah.
comes to it, and they'll switch veils.
Okay.
politically.
Just making sure.
Like me.
I don't know anybody in Orangevale that would all of a sudden go Liberty or conversely go Red, depending on their condition or state or anything. A little with the all this and none of that sure sounded really Red Veil coming out of Jadarin.
It's just about the moment.
Yeah. So yeah, no, it's we're pushing it right now, but it's not. This is not going to be the
Okay.
thing.
I just realized
Yeah.
that I thought 50,000 was the base price for a very rare item, but 5,001 is.
Smith, you got hawked.
5,000, huh?
Wait a minute. A
No,
manual
no.
of game exercise is only very rare.
What?
A manual of gameful exercise is only very rare.
Yeah.
Got hacked.
5.
Hey,
Talk to
I haven't
somebody.
had intelligence.
By the master of merchants. What a surprise!
Well, I need to get 50,000 GP somewhere.
Somewhere.
I mean, normally I would say you can start making golden weaponry, but considering how that business is going to slow us down.
Thanks now.
I'm gonna have to start conquering stuff.
Hey,
Oh, I won't conquer you, jeez.
He doesn't have anything.
hey!
You make your own.
Okay,
people.
anybody else you want to talk to at the party? Otherwise, we can move on.
The wife of Van Buren,
Vanderburn? Yes. Olivia.
Olivia. She was once in my veil. Well, when I was the other one. Olivia.
No, she's pretty much Greenville.
She's pretty much being down.
Yeah.
What is your feeling about Florence?
Oh, Flora in the Kingdom? Been a decent enough ally throughout the wars that we've had to fight. Been 125 years really since we had a war though, so other than the recent kerfuffle in Red Gorge, we haven't really had much need for them. And they showed up right about the right time to prevent a real rout, so they seem reasonable. Plus their style, oh my god, you should see some of the clothing styles coming out of that country. It's amazing. He's
That's
moving
yours.
today.
Lord Court of Court. Like remind me. Oh, I don't have mine. I don't have my boxes out in my car.
Of course it is.
Of course it is.
We're not rolling dice right now, so you're safe.
Okay,
I had a look into mine last night.
it concerns me how involved they're getting on so many levels in cauldron business.
No, they've always been here. You remember the Red Temple? You were there the day that you blew out a population, and I don't remember all the details, and my mind gets fuzzy if I try to think about it, because I can't. No, I don't even have that memory. So see, this place is really messing with my head.
You don't remember the Red Veil Temple?
There was a Red Veil Temple, then there wasn't, and a whole bunch of people didn't die.
Yeah. Okay, there's nothing she can do about that then, because this person has no memory of it.
Well, what is it
She's
you want?
just to see how you were doing.
It seems reasonable. I mean, we have to find a way to cut the graft because something like 10% of the economy has been vanishing for the last several years. And we thanks to the understanding of the consul, we found a way to reduce that loss and tighten things up. And Alexandros Veer has been really helpful in making sure that we get everything set up in the new order. And
Okay. Well, that's good. But they also seem to be sticking their hands into other things.
like what?
Commerce.
We are vassal to them.
Since when?
126 years of history.
What happened to Sassurin?
Sassarine's a protectorate as well.
When you say protectorate, you mean Florence is...
Sassarine was a kingdom of Florin as well.
Sassurin was a part of the kingdom of Florin.
Yes.
Okay.
I think even your friend Jace could validate that because it goes all the way back that Sassarine was in the Florentine hegemony.
Yeah. I just don't like this current thing.
Maybe you just need to relax. Spend more time in the Heathers. You'll find a lot of peace there. It's really helped me.
I'm going to go there. Yes, I certainly will. tonight.
Good. Recommend it. By the moonlight, it's amazing. Don't tell anybody, but I go there sometimes and take off my clothes and run around in the forest. It's wonderful.
Why not? She said, you know, I don't think she's ever done it except when they swam in the lake, you know.
Oh yeah,
You'll
But-
notice that in the middle of the night, your Mars starts turning off.
exactly. She's gonna be so.
But anyways,
Anyways.
It's normal for you.
it's normal.
Can you believe Conquest isn't a downtime activity? That is BS.
Cord, what happened to you? You used to be so sweet and lovable, and now you're
Planning on a
scary.
war.
I need 50,000 GP.
War.
Why?
Or
Why?
I need to become stronger. Is there any problem with that?
Who are you going to pay to make you stronger?
Mom.
Charles Atlas.
I'm
Donald
sorry.
Dinny with
Did,
Mabu,
did
of
you
course.
say Mabu?
Yeah.
Who's Donald Dinny?
You should. Some,
Old-
you know,
older-
strong guy.
Older, young.
What?
Babu.
Was he old or young?
You're just now asking? Old
I don't know what
Mabu.
the difference is between
Old
those two.
I don't think we like young Mabu. I think that's the main thing. I think old Mabu's cool.
Okay. Was he young or was he old?
The one you saw was old.
I think it.
And
Oh.
the thing is that old Mavu is one that you know will keep his word. The bad news is that old Mavu is also the one that's having transit of goods across across temporal dimensions. Young Mavu is not doing that. So you like young Mavu actually,
I mean, are we okay?
but you
with
trust old Mavu.
Are we okay
Yeah.
with him doing this?
Okay with him doing what?
The arrangements.
You're
50,000 gold for what?
Strength.
What was
How
the
are you-
catch?
Hmm?
What was the catch? What are you
He couldn't give it to me directly. I had to invade the thing myself and get it.
invade?
You mean
It's
we have to invade the thing?
You guys don't have to come. I've got an army, or I'm gonna make one at least.
What else did he say?
He said to sign a piece of paper, which I did. It was really complex.
I'm assuming. Did you read it?
Actually,
No.
you know,
Power is power. Words are not power.
in
Excuse me?
order to
Oh, I'm sorry.
for a paper to be
That was offensive.
valid-
I
in order for a paper to be considered valid, you need a witness to co-sign.
Kush, is that you? Why is that weird gnomish voice?
Sorry, sorry.
You like you just did this, and I'm like, oh, she's gonna do like a weird nasal
Sorry,
voice.
it
What
sounds like
is
my
this?
mom sometimes when I talk law, but I had to learn this so people wouldn't mess with my orbs during the wars and militia. So we had to learn how to co-sign. Your paper is not valid until you get a witness to co-sign.
God damn it.
So did he tell you anything else?
Hmm?
Did he tell you anything else?
Where is this Where is this thing, supposedly?
He told me to get it from the library.
The library.
Yeah.
Did he tell you where that is?
No. He said that's what the 50,000 gold pieces were for.
50,000 gold?
Did he tell you
And-
when that was?
No.
And does he
didn't.
give it to you? For the 50,000 gold?
No, he's telling me where it is. Where-
I'm getting this weird
Cord.
like Pokemon vibe.
Actually,
Where, like
Cord.
occasionally you have these cutscenes where like the four
I just
characters on the phone
would
call each
discontinue
other.
your dealings
okay,
with
everyone.
him.
Bit of good news. I already paid him 1,000, so it's only 49,000 I owe him.
Owe him. You don't owe him anything if you don't get what he tells you. So don't let him tell you where it is so you don't owe him anything.
Well, he still doesn't owe him anything because he
Well,
doesn't
then
have a
how do I
co-sign.
become stronger? We're back to the drawing board.
How about
How did you get 21 strength again?
the same fruitless way that I was trying to do
No.
it? Exercise.
I haven't really exercised this quarter.
Belt of giant strength.
Well, I can't seem to get
Yeah,
stronger.
I know. I just
Yes.
He doesn't. It seems we'll have a problem dealing with this, but I don't think it's the most critical problem.
Nah, that's true.
I'm gonna go to the Vale and do an augury about Jenya, or not an augury, a divination.
Divination.
Sure. Anybody else do anything before she goes and does that?
I'm gonna look for Mavu.
Oh, you want to talk
Also-
to Mavu?
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna go with her to look for Mabu.
That
Oh,
way she can watch you sign it.
okay.
This document I hear about,
Who told you about document?
this guy,
Yeah.
this paper you need to sign, you're supposed to have somebody co-sign it. It's not
No.
valid.
No, it's not required.
Yes, it is required.
No, it's not required.
Actually, I pull out like a little book that was handed to me, and it's like
Yes,
a little
and
warrant.
if you were talking about the laws of parliamentary procedure, you might be right, but we're not. We're talking about an agreement where somebody bought something.
You still need to. It says right here. It includes Parliament.
Sue us.
Okay. Hey, Dad.
What just happened?
The paladin talked about streaking, the barbarian citing law, fucking the druid just commanded a bunch of people to, like, commanded a bunch of people, period.
To give
Yes,
him back
sorry.
money.
What is happening
No, the
right now?
ASMR is losing his mind.
Yeah,
Like
what
crazy.
is happening right No, here's my problem. I think my problem is because I'm from the monster manual, so I'm not used to people just changing alignment out of nowhere. You are all lawful good, or you are all lawful neutral. You do it by the thing you are. What is happening? God.
I'm still neutral good.
No, it's just the...
You should watch The Good Place.
Oh, I need
If you
to
want a
watch
funny series that actually covers this stuff, The Good Place is a
Yeah, I'm
Holy
familiar with
shit.
a good place, yeah.
yes.
It's patreon.com/Nyko
Jeez.
for more product placement.
We just keep going. I think we're at the 4 right now.
Anyway, so she'll go back to the house. She'll change into her armor and her clothes
Okay.
in green with her symbol
Okay.
and head off.
Excellent.
I just realized.
Okay. You find Dad. Dad says, "What are you talking about?"
It says it here. I was given this.
Yes. That's regimental requirements of the military.
Yeah, but don't these also?
No, that applies to military contracts only. The reason why they have to have a countersigner for that is because you're not the one responsible for the money. The purser's office is. Doesn't apply to individual agreements.
Yeah, but this is a.
You ever heard of the phrase
Yeah.
gentleman's agreement?
No, I'm a woman.
Of course not. Exactly. Throw some sexism in there on top of everything else.
Wow. Okay, we went there.
You're the one who went there!
Went there.
You! What? You're the one who saw the train coming, was at the turn station, turned
You're
it
like,
to the right,
yeah.
and when it slammed into the wall, you're like, wow, it slammed into the wall.
That's interesting.
Imagine that! I wonder how that happened.
How that happened?
I like to see how things end out.
God damn.
I
It
would
won't
like,
really happen that
Right,
way.
I'd like to clarify. I don't need help with this.
You know,
Just need money.
$50,000 in gold.
I can get it, and I will get it.
Why haven't you done it for us?
Huh?
Nothing.
Why haven't you done it for us? Then I'm not there.
I'll get
I'll
another
agree.
50,000.
I'm on my
Divination.
way,
Yep.
Do it.
armed with a divination. My first thing is about Jenya. Is this the real Jenya?
Of course.
Just a moment. Or is this the one?
Don't ask a question that's an or. You've got to ask a question that goes yes or no.
Yeah. Divination, that's the one that sometimes gives cryptic answers. That's the high level one.
Divination is a short phrase. I can never. I should really like make a list in my head.
Auguries, yes and no.
Auguries will low.
Okay.
And on one thing, something else is the yes or no's. I think that's like commune or something.
Clearly begins with A.
Now I know what augury does. I don't know why I'm looking there. Sorry, I didn't mean to stall
No,
the
no
entire.
worries. No worries. She's still thinking about a question because she started it and I answered the hard part of it.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Commune is yes or no. Augury's wheel or woe. Divination is
A short phrase that has to be truthful but can be cryptic.
Yeah, short phrase that has to be truthful and can be cryptic. And remember, the big thing about gods is that they're not omniscient. If you ask them a question that they can't answer, they don't know about, they might.
He's practicing for casting wishes. Did you notice that? He didn't want to stop his phrase with a pause.
Yeah.
So he audibly verbalized to make sure that nobody thought he was finished talking.
Yeah. And divination's only one question, so you gotta make sure it counts.
Yes. And it's
And
Okay.
specific.
divination is a lower level spell from commune, and it has a material
Right.
component.
And a higher restriction.
Yeah.
I'm trying to phrase it. Is the Genya?
Is this the Genya we want?
How does he know what we want?
He's like your god.
He's your
Yeah.
god.
Okay.
Is this our Genya or
Is this the Genya I knew as a child who rescued me and brought me to the temple, then was lost to us, and I thought was regained and put back in her rightful place?
That was a lot better of a question.
Is this the Genya
Right.
that is here tonight talking to Rogrim?
In the best way possible, beings have but one existence, unless they've been replaced.
Beings have what?
One existence,
One existence.
unless they've been replaced. This Genya is not a replacement.
Okay. I think Rogrim will be happy that he didn't do what he thought he was going to do. Thank you very much for taking me as your cleric to prayer. Now,
Mhm.
you were right.
So you're coming back. You're gonna go find them.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go back and find them. They're probably out of the party by now, unless you guys are staying for anything else.
no?
No.
James, we walk away.
50,000 gold.
I still walk
Not your problem.
tall.
Okay. She'll go back to the house
I
and
wave to Jenny or to
It's-
Mabe.
What time is it?
rest for night.
What time is it?
Late, because you guys been.
What's in the sky?
What's in the sky?
What's the sky situation?
Let's see. Probably be Helios descending. Probably have to look at the calendar. Tell us what day of the month it is.
So is there moonlight or less moonlight?
There is no moon.
No. Oh, there is.
There's never been a moon.
That's right.
We are
Is
the moon.
there? Is,
We are the moon.
Is
Trying
candle
to
in the
slip a month?
There is a candle in the
is
sky.
there.
Wait, candle is there.
There is a candle.
We need to have a conversation about how fast candle orbits.
It is
Night
it.
goes.
It actually would go geosync around the planet and therefore fall parallel. It would never actually.
Okay, so it needs to be way further away than I have it in my simulation. Got it.
All right.
Surprise!
Yeah, because in actuality, it is a constant in the sky, just like the sun is. So when you can see the sun, you can see the candle.
Got it.
So it's the candle is only up during the sun.
Well, yeah, but realize that for half of the month, you've got a sun in the sky all day long.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So we didn't blow it up.
No, you didn't blow it up.
Right, right.
So when you come back, I'll
It's a
tell
7
you
months gap.
my news.
When you came back, it was 7 months before you left. So she's got it backwards. She's actually got an extra birthday coming.
We came back 7 months before,
Yeah.
so spring is still coming.
Well, there's always spring coming.
Yeah, but instead of being just passed by 3 months, it's coming.
Yeah.
Up. Okay.
Otherwise, you'd be.
I will
falling
have my
back.
17th birthday.
I think that's right. Double check, 'cause I might be wrong about that. I might be the other way around. The issue is though that the gap included the destruction of the candle.
Yeah. So are you guys back yet?
Yep.
I did a divination, and I asked if the Jinya that was here tonight was the Jinya that took me to the temple, raised me up, and that we thought we had returned to
Oh,
proper
for some reason
body.
there's an error.
Mm-hmm.
He
Is
said,
it what?
It's
all
black.
people have one existence.
What's black?
This is
The
your Jinya.
stream, sorry.
No, they're both women.
Only thing is there some iteration overlap?
There.
Maybe. Hold on.
That's
Sorry.
That's good.
Are you?
Oh, black veil. Sorry, I got confused.
She saw a comment and thought it was.
I saw the word black, and I'm like, I see a black screen, and I press play, and it's
See,
like,
That either implies that
Oh, Jenya. Yeah, he's asking about Jenya, whether Jenya's black veil.
when
She was black veil.
no.
Oh,
When we
she's-
first met her, she was white veil, and she was
St. Cuthbert.
St. Cuthbert. She's
Then she
still
went-
St. Cuthbert.
Then she
and
went blue veil for a while, and now
Blue veil.
she's black veil.
Now she's black veil again.
She's been black veil.
No, I thought she was. No.
Remember, the blue is gone, probably.
Well, she's St. Cuthbert.
Right. She's one of the old religious types. Which is
Right.
Interesting. I still want to talk with her because that either means that her.
You need to tell them what that what way I said it, or what the meaning was, because the point was is that she's, despite having gone through all of that, she was never. What it proved is that she never was really replaced. That the experiences that she had as quote evil Jenya were still her part of her memories, even if there was the person that you rescued that was her actual psyche.
Oh. So I still want to talk with Jenya because there's still that. And I want to make sure that this Jenya knows that what she did when part of her was stuck down underneath the Redville Temple was wrong. Or just, I need to talk to her. Call it a call back to an old faith or something.
I was perfectly fine.
Okay.
I have no problem with that.
Okay. Cool.
I'm just glad it is Jinya, regardless of what she remembers, you know.
Yeah.
Anything else? Are we back at the house?
Well, this happened.
You're scribbling like mad over
we're
here.
intervening at the house.
No, it's just
I want to check in on my army.
Oh.
my
Well,
notes. There's
Are you okay?
Apparently, in
Oh, I
my
just
So
had
funny.
thought I had a pain in my head.
Just his notes.
just my notes are so simple.
Well, apparently my family has a plot of land in the old Jared area.
That was totally a joke. I was
Oh,
totally messing
just
with you on
kidding.
that one. I was wanting to drop the timeshare joke. That's all I was going
Wow.
for.
That's good. Never mind.
No, they are buying property in Bridgeton
Okay.
to get away
So
from the
the-
taxes. They actually, basically, what he said sideways was he's avoiding the taxes by getting out of here.
That's what I'm afraid of. Things are going to change in a way that's very negative.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to
So
go check
the
on my
property
army.
is
And besides
sold already?
He
What's that?
sat and,
The property is
oh, I
already
don't know
sold?
about what
The
happened
business was
to
already
it.
sold.
Okay.
So
yeah.
unless he talks about it, we won't know.
Well, then any of the stuff that was
This is the
mine, I
conversation
would
we're
have had
having.
it shipped to the warehouse or house.
What's that?
Anything that was at the estate would have been shipped back to my house if I,
Anything that you had, yeah.
Yeah,
But you haven't
anything.
been in the house in a long time, so.
yeah, that went back.
Okay, anything else?
Nope.
Okay.
Party's over, we go home.
Yay.
At least we're partially
So you don't check in your garden in the middle of the night. You check in the garden in the morning. Anybody else want to do anything during the day on this day? Or now do you want to actually talk about your choices up there on the wall and say what you guys want to do collectively?
For
Rather-
that, what's the tree situation?
He looks at you and goes, what? There's just the small tree that's been outside.
It's the same tree.
Same little tree?
It's the same little tree growing.
He's tried to grow it from time to time, but he's not been at it consistently like he was in that alternate reality.
So
So,
when he's not consistent, I'm waiting until no one's noticed, creeping out and druid crafting on the tree to make it healthier. And then I walk back in like nothing happened.
See,
He's gonna-
that's why it's had delayed growth, because she keeps messing it up.
I am not messing
No.
it up.
Yeah, this is the first time that I actually see this happening, and I'm like upstairs. I'm
looking
like,
out the window, and all of a sudden there's like an extra branch grows out of the tree. You're going, that's how it,
I've been trimming that tree down.
that one
because-
branch. So I'm
because
never
that
going to get to build a house.
That branch is growing wrong. I need more stable branches on the bottom.
I
That's
try to
why.
do one nice thing.
No, my mental picture was you as Martin the Martian. That branch is blocking my view of Serenus.
I remember what the house.
Venus.
No, I remember what the tree looked like.
Come on.
You might remember what the tree looked
I
like.
know, but it's not Earth, so I can't see Venus from here. So.
I can't see Uranus either.
Oh, I bet you could have grabbed no.
That's Uranus.
Sad noises.
Remember, guys, visit the Discord.
Yeah.
The bizarre.
The
Listen to
bizarre.
more weird conversations.
Hashtag Nikos by night.
I would like to go down. I still want to go down and check on the others where they landed and see if we can make contact with them.
And that was the last we saw of me.
What?
She's trying to take you all with her.
Do we actually know where? Oh yeah, we do know where they are.
You do know where they land. It's right on the map.
Yeah.
Are we going into the
Northeastern.
market or anything like that?
Can if you want.
I just want to look for like a beginner's botany book, growing plants and stuff.
Growing gardens for dummies, or better yet, how about just the Farmer's Almanac?
There you go.
Yeah,
Worked for my grandfather for decades.
yeah, something like that.
When to plant,
Yep.
when to weed.
Of course, it tells you about the phases of the moon, which won't make any sense at all on Nikos.
How much would that be?
Oh, just a couple coppers.
Okay.
It's a subscription. You have to have a new one every month. Growing plants is not a simple thing. It's an ongoing. It's a lifestyle.
I just make it look easy.
What are you talking about? It's true.
Wait, no, it's just, I'm trying to think of a. Fashion's not just a thing; it's a lifestyle.
Yes.
What?
Exactly. That's why you.
He used the exact same phrasing obnoxious people would use to refer to fashion.
I'm one of those that just
Exactly. Just like what's her name with her talking about Styles in Florence.
Yeah.
I'm one of those that does every other month, not like every.
Oh, it'll come every month. You just have to use it. You can always mulch it.
Oh.
What kind of cheap ass person are you?
Very cheap.
Where you will order a magazine subscription,
2 copper and then only
opt
one.
out of
half of it.
every other one.
I'm just kidding.
Wow.
She wants to spend 1 copper on it, not 2.
Jeez.
Fine, I'll do copper. Jeez.
You realize, like, copper, like, the conversion system isn't the standard D&D conversion system, right? It's 100 copper to a silver, right?
Don't be so judgmental.
Oh, it's not 10.
Yeah.
Oh.
Coppers are worth absolutely
You
nothing.
save one
Like
copper.
a penny.
Soon
Yeah.
you'll have
And the
50,000
You know how many
gold.
Silver
bread you
is
could
a
get with
dollar.
copper?
I'm rich.
Oh,
that's
don't
why.
let it know.
Stop. Thank you for the reference.
I'm rich
In copper.
in copper. Okay, yeah, sure.
So,
Farmers
Copper, chummy, and
Almanac.
green butter. What else do you need?
We do need to, that would be a good idea to figure out what the others have been up to, because that's the one piece of this puzzle we don't have. Other than,
So that's 2 votes for going to see the other.
So it's like what, a couple coppers?
besides, you can just teleport us there.
Army first.
Well, army first.
Yeah.
You okay? You okay? Going to go see
Yes.
the?
Yeah.
Okay. That's 3 votes. He's just got to see his army first. Gotta go do his parade in the morning.
I don't care.
Actually,
as
I
long
have
as
to
I
go
keep
check
up with
in,
my
and
subscription.
I don't think my men have ever heard me perform a speech.
No, you haven't spoken
Great.
to your forces. They've always trusted that they knew what you wanted.
That's just that doesn't sound right there.
Well, you are chaotic good, so it makes perfect sense.
No, I am not chaotic good.
Oh, yes, you
Oh.
are.
What is
I don't
this
think there's
now?
anybody here at the table that would say you're anything but chaotic.
I'm chaotic neutral.
Oh.
Oh god.
Hey, I've been this way the entire game.
Chaotic stupid.
I'm lawful neutral.
Thank you for that. What's your intelligence again?
What's your intelligence?
Shut up.
99 and an ASVAB.
I'm pretty sure you're the same.
Alrighty.
So you go out for a parade. The
Oh.
first thing is that they don't all show up at the right time.
Uh-oh.
It takes them almost 45 minutes for them all to get assembled.
Uh-oh.
When they do, they kind of stand around in a crowd, kind of gawking, looking around. Is that really him? I think we're
Everyone,
the boss.
form up.
I thought you didn't have a
We
beard.
are.
Are they?
We're just standing in a group. Heels form up.
Is this how you operate?
Oh, well, we are Cord's army.
That's what you
We
told
work
us,
out.
So you don't even know your title.
We work out.
I bench press him.
I can lift 450, man.
Are we all there?
No.
No.
Yeah, you're just chiming in as one of the
It's horrible.
Yeah.
Boys
that's
of
how
school.
I'm just. Like,
Yeah, I was saying, exactly how many sessions of military training have you actually been there for?
Zero.
Exactly how many of their meetings have you been to? Zero.
And then
Have you actually met a single one of them before this day? Probably not.
Yes, he did. He had the 20 that
Okay,
got killed off.
this is what.
Oh, the dead ones.
The 10.
Ooh,
The 10.
No,
GGs.
they're the hallowed ones.
Okay. You
They're
know
the only
what?
ones that had a purpose.
I have a
We're
big,
not even sure that he has a purpose, but we know they did.
I have a big mess here, obviously, that I need to clean up. Okay.
Are you going Red Veil on us?
What?
They tried to. You going Red Veil on us?
Who said that?
They all point at one guy.
Come forward, please.
Uh-oh.
What up?
oh,
Want to arm wrestle?
God, what is happening?
Do
Oh,
not
you're so
ever
lucky your Mars
insinuate that this militia has anything to do with
Militia?
right now.
Is that what this is? I thought this was a health club.
We are two things, obviously,
A soup kitchen and a health club.
and militia too.
Did
Oh,
somebody
yeah,
say
we-
soup?
We militia. We don't even have any weapons.
I'm going to. Okay, men. I have a speech here. It has come to my attention that we have drifted for a few months without purpose, or resources.
Here in the back row started throwing a ball around.
One could say that you have lost control.
No, I just
You're about to exert control.
no. I'll find some other way to unite them. Whatever. All right, man. From now on.
Oh, I know how to unite them.
Huh?
One of them says, I know how to unite us.
Control.
Nah, just yell soup kitchen.
Somebody did say soup that time.
Soup kitchen. I'll go line up.
Oh, okay, so this is.
So
obviously
they
not working.
know one formation.
You gotta roll charisma.
That you
Yay.
get in alive.
That's for my speech right there, and then I'm going to go and.
You're gonna roll it? No. Give your speech. I want to hear
Okay.
your speech.
Men, we have drifted without guidance for many months. Lost, we are among the events that are happening outside this city.
Push me, shove you.
I believe
Push
that.
me, shove you.
Believe that. That's kind of 1 second.
I broke him.
Oh.
Doesn't speak.
Okay. All right. Okay.
You just
Shh,
need to
quiet down. He's saying something.
I will be providing the resources to train
Weapon
you.
one. We're gonna also have to share it.
I'm going to be providing the resources,
Sure, I
the
think only one
weapons,
of us get it.
the
Let him finish.
materials to train. I'm going to make you into a cohesive fighting unit.
You're gonna make us?
Yes, I am going to make you.
How? You're gonna make me? One of them says.
Yeah, easy.
Oh yeah?
Mm-hmm. You all want loot, yes? Do you want money?
I just
Pay?
want. One of them in the back says, I just want to sing.
I have a dream.
Well, in that case, you can go speak to my colleague who knows about these things. The only song that will be sung here is pain. Of the enemy.
No pain, no gain. Pain of the enemy.
Mhm.
What's the lyric line? I'm not familiar with it.
Oh my god. This is Jesus Christ. This is like DMing for my group. That's what this is like. Alright. Men. And women, whatever. You.
Dude, we've only been dudes the whole time. Except for Victoria, she identifies as a woman.
Alright. What I'm trying to get at is there will be a major revisal of this army.
Revisal.
Barbarism
What's that
work
mean?
in this unit, okay?
Barbarism works? I thought you said no females.
Oh,
Barbarism. I don't think I've ever met her.
okay, so, first what I'm going to do today on this spot is divide you into two groups. One group will be a group who is actually on board with my ideas and schemes, and the other group is not going to be part of this army.
Wow.
So
You haven't seen the good place.
I know I have not.
75% of them walk away.
Whoa. All right, 25%. That's
125 is approximately 30 people. 31.
What's the other group going to be?
6.
the other group. Oh, they're out of here. You.
No. I said one group is going to be your friends.
Oh yes, you.
And I said, what's the other group going to be?
You are going to be the starting of a great force that I'm going to build.
Okay, how are you going to do that?
Slow recruitment, alienation of a cult or people, and a lot of campaigning.
Alienation of cults?
Or yeah, like the others, or
Oh, you don't like others?
no, I don't not like
10%
others.
walk. 10 more walk off.
All right, this is going great.
Do we still get free soup?
Yes, you still get free soup. Well, yes, you 20 keep doing what you were doing before. I'll be back next week with the better. Oh, and I need to appoint someone to run this army. I
Do you
can't.
think you need anybody ask if anybody has military
All right, I can use
experience?
20 people. That's fine. What?
Okay, for clarification, you will still have 120 people show up every time you call for them. You're chaotic. You can't get them to do what you tell them to do because if you did, you're defeating your very purpose.
So I need to hire someone who's lawful to speak as the second
No, because then that wouldn't be your command. Think of it
Can't
this way.
have a chaotic
You actually
army.
yell, "Those for Cord, come with me!" And just 120 guys are going to run. Come help.
So this isn't an army. This is a mob of fanboys who.
It's a flash mob.
It is. It's literally a flash mob because you
mean a
can't.
gym.
As a non-lawful, you have a hell of a time getting people to do things because that's not the people you'll draw to you.
Cord, you want some advice?
Mm-hmm.
You introduce a revolutionary new wave of exercise. This exercise is both cardio and muscular intensive, and it involves wearing heavy suits of armor and practicing swinging at each other while wearing them. It improves your endurance and improves your concentration.
So you get a lawful to
it's a
write
great
this.
upper body. It's a great upper body exercise. You just introduce that and let them go ham on each other. That way, when you call for an army, you go like, all right, exercise on those people's faces. Let's go.
You've just invented K90X.
So you're saying
Cord 90X.
K300.
I'm gonna become
K300X.
the Tony Horton of
K300Y.
No,
because they don't-
K50,000.
I'm gonna-
K50K.
This just keeps getting better.
Okay, so I can't have rows and rows of orderly.
You won't have. They laugh at you.
Oh boy.
Here's the thing: if you have enough meatheads, you won't need rows and rows of. Have you played Brutal? We're gonna go for a fifth one. Have you played Brutal Legends?
No.
Oh, you should look it up. It's first of all, a great video game. One of the main characters is Jack Black.
Oh god.
Second of all, it's a great lesson in how armies don't need to make sense all the time.
Great. Well,
Okay.
I've just become the Tony Horton of Night Coast. That's awesome. Okay, so
K50K.
I'm gonna find some lawful lawyer guy to run my army for me while I'm gone.
No, you won't. You wouldn't want to. Because as soon as you think, I'm going to go lawful on this, then that automatically means that they can hold judo things too.
What I mean is, like, to make this officially an army. Not
It
just,
is.
It's just a
Alright,
different
so I think
army.
What I'm trying to get at here is, how do I get more than 120, or can I?
Sure, you tell these guys to go get their friends.
Bring
This
one
just
friend.
this sounds very simple.
Cord.
You know what?
Cord.
I accept that.
Sam.
Right,
Sam.
Have one.
Okay, two things. First of all, we had this conversation where the solution is hard to find, but the solution is simple. Second of all, what is an army's function?
It is to fight for an idea or person.
Right.
You're the
In-
person.
In order to do that, does it necessarily require strict regimentation?
Push-up, sit-ups.
Well, I mean,
Well, no. I mean, like orderly groups fighting in lines. Like, does it necessarily need?
Have you
that?
seen Expendables?
Have you
Or
seen-
does it just need
Have you
people?
seen Fight Club?
Does it just need
no,
people?
these are all R-rated movies. How old do
Yes.
you think I am?
Yes.
Nice.
You just
Good
need.
point.
You just
No,
need
Expendables isn't. Expendables
a
is
group
PG.
of people who believe in an ideology and have the ability to enforce that ideology. They don't necessarily. I think you need to have a
Avengers.
conversation with him about how 40k orcs play, because fighting them is like fighting. I can't
Cord's
even
army.
describing it. Cord's army. So you don't need regimentation. You just need the ability to exert force,
You
Alright.
need to get them to go
Great.
where you want them to go.
and that's it. Just
and
point
yours will
in
be
the direction.
by force of personality. Chaotic.
A cult of personality. if you will.
All right, then everyone, come back.
Just all you do is yell free soup. They'll all be back.
for soup.
Yeah, exactly. They're all back.
Okay, everyone. I'm implementing a more strict workout regime,
I was mildly kidding when I said that, but okay.
and
We have to.
we're going to have a change of name. I feel like Cord's army is either too pious or too ostentatious for this unit.
Ostentatious. What does that mean?
I don't know. I just said it.
Somebody needs to make that a meme right there. That's a
Oh,
meme
God.
right there.
Anyway,
That hurt.
as I was saying, yes, we're going to be called the Legion of Lordly Might.
Sounds cool.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Now you have to get mighty.
And yes,
Does this include training on how to get ripped?
definitely. And I will be in the future selecting an elite squad of you to go on the most dangerous mission. Let's call it for now the SEAL team.
Why? I don't even know what a
because
seal looks like.
It seals. No, that's not the point. It seals the fate of our enemies.
Why don't we call it Enemy Team 6?
Because then it would confuse someone if we called both teams enemies. Because if the enemy team had
Oh, enemies team doesn't work for us?
we're gonna call you the SEAL team. All right, you're gonna seal the enemy's fate. And I'm going to select an elite bunch of you to act as a sort
Special.
of special units division or something like that. But anyway, can you continue doing your
What's the soup today?
beef and barley?
Righteous.
That time somebody definitely said soup.
My mother made the best beef
Alright,
burger.
then I'm just gonna leave. I had no idea what my army was like until that point.
Now you know.
Now you know.
Sam.
Now.
I'm telling you, the best way to take this is to make everything they do an exercise. And I
Yeah.
mean it. Every time you mention something, equate it to an
They
exercise.
have to run Or
Like,
they have to climb.
your special group is the most rippest men who get access to the most secret
Lessons.
and most powerful
Alright.
bodybuilding techniques.
We're gonna make
I
the
am
300 look like a Russian troll farm. Let's do this.
I have two new images in my head. Behold the dangers of the Russian troll farm.
what even is that?
I'm assuming a Russian troll farm is just a bunch of overweight coders hacking into America and stuff. I don't know.
Oh, that kind of troll. I actually saw D&D trolls when I saw it with Cossack hats.
I thought this was a mythological thing.
Do 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 do.
What the
With the high kicks.
This is great.
I mean, like an internet
What
troll,
the
you know?
What the
Wait,
hell?
I can see
A whole bunch of squat thrusts.
Well, I'm going to Google Russian troll farm just to see what happens. Oh my god.
Lord Court of Corn called it a Russian troll farm.
It's a legit thing.
Oh my gosh.
Jesus.
Oh gosh. Well, we blew past our break point, but I need to take a break, so we're gonna take 5-10 minutes, guys. We'll be right back.
Oh my god.
Stay with us.
I think it's more of a
I think we're small.
Small nation.
Okay.
Come
so
on.
Whatever.
We're back. We're not gonna go. We're gonna dispense with the naming ourselves since we're already past the halfway point. If they don't know who we are by now, then they can wait till next week to find out who we are.
Or watch from the beginning.
I'm
Or watch, or go back and watch it from the beginning. Matter of fact, watch it 3 or 4 times. That's fine with me.
I'm Umara Brightwood,
And
barbarian.
don't forget Patriot.
Rude.
Oh no, you lost another stone.
It's real, guys. I swear.
It's genuine.
It's genuine.
Trying to hijack my character.
You need to get some glue.
I need to find new stones.
As long as you have 2, you're okay.
Oops.
But he seems genuine.
It's genuine.
Genuine.
Get out.
Genuine.
Yeah, you're getting it. You're getting it.
Stop.
Get out.
Stop.
I have a water bottle right here. Stop it.
All right. So you want to go visit the human population, or you have something else you want to do? You got your list of
Human
it on the wall.
population.
And
Yeah.
because that's the one thing we
We're
don't know
gonna
about.
find out. We need to find out.
We don't know how these people. We don't know what the landing involved with these guys would like.
I would, if we are going to do that, I would like to cast Regenerate on myself.
Oh, okay.
Before you
Before you
get
walk
there,
in,
right?
before you even approach,
Before I even approach.
because he's worried about the evil weapon.
Yes. I want to die again.
I did die, 1 shot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I rolled a 19.
Off to a
I
start.
also died 4 natural
Maybe
ones.
we should take something to trade. But then we might not have.
Got a cord. Food.
Do you want to
What?
get us there?
Well, which lane is
Any suggestions from your more merchant side?
Well, the closest you could get would be Mirror Vale, the entry to Mirror Vale, as far as magic sources.
There's the Maryville.
Then you'd have to walk the rest of the way unless you've got another.
Or we could travel across the.
Not just take our badge to hold fast and then walk from there.
No, that means you have to walk back out of Mirrorville. Mirrorville only has the one entrance.
Oh yeah.
If you go at least, because you know where it's been, you can go to the entrance of where the Veprak's voice was, and then walk out from there. This place is a little disturbingly close to Vaprak's voice.
Do we have a clinic or a napkin anywhere?
Not here.
No.
Or you don't like your village, right?
Bathroom.
Yeah.
Bathroom's right around the corner.
That makes it difficult.
Thank you.
You know what? I will go around. No need
Yeah, as a
to.
matter of fact, you're within a half. You're within half a day of Vaprak's voice. You got to think about that. Remember, that's where the big underground engines are.
Yeah.
Put on their big underground engines.
Above or below Freedom Gnomes?
Above.
You put it above.
What is it? Entrance?
Big underground engines. In other words, Vaprak's voice. V-A-P-R-A-K. You haven't been back there since the witches.
So
No, voice. Vaprak's
Why?
voice.
Voice.
Oh,
V-O-I-C-E.
can you get us there?
You can try.
Oh.
Wow, you got big engines.
Engine.
Oh, engines.
She's going for the big entrance. We're gonna put on a big show. We're gonna make a big entrance.
I'm working on that natural one there.
Exactly. She's still trying to.
I'm still doing water.
Okay, all that rolling doesn't help.
Really
You're practicing. And annoying the hell out of anybody listening to the.
Exactly. They're here.
Sorry.
Put it.
Do we have anything from the entrance?
We had coins.
Do we have anything from the entrance?
Can you just declare an area and look at it?
I hope it works.
What's gonna make this save against it? The grass?
No, it's too close to the 3 hags.
Oh. I thought we killed those. No, we killed the one that was like a demon. And then there's the other 2 hags, unless they recruited another sister.
No, we killed them all.
That was fun.
Yeah.
My brother died.
Your brother?
Mm-hmm.
Like a distant cousin.
Who was a brother?
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry
Your,
for your
what is your
material loss?
quabble?
Apparently he never came down here. Anyway.
It never came.
Nope.
I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I could do the area next to Court's Village, but it might be too close to the court.
No. Can someone transform me into like a
A dog?
I guess.
I'm gonna be a Russian bear. No, I'm just kidding.
A Russian troll?
I'm gonna be a Russian bear hound? I don't know.
Yeah.
My character wouldn't know what that is.
Give me the biggest, strongest dog you have.
Brighton?
What would be the biggest?
Will Ferrell?
Ah,
What would be
Russian wolfhound.
The, yes.
gotcha.
What would be the biggest dog that I know?
Mastiff.
Dire
A
wolf.
bull mastiff.
Direwolf.
Will Ferrell?
Will Ferrell?
Yeah.
Is that where we're
No.
going to transport to?
Yeah, we'll have to transfer Court's Village. I don't have any items from that area.
I thought
unfortunately.
as long as you visibly had been there, you could remember what it looked like enough.
Yeah, it's a higher chance of getting to that exact spot.
I have.
If it's an
Why
area
don't
that's
you describe to me what you remember being outside? Because there are 2 things that should stick out in your brain really. What as far as things from that encounter?
I have.
Take it to my first
So I
item
remember.
from my
I know.
village.
Just stick into your.
But use your axe.
I remember
I have a
we
soup pot from my village.
got out of
Wait,
there.
Somebody
He has a
somebody
soup
got
pot
in
in
a
the
special
I
way.
have a soup pot from my village, if that would help. I literally have carried.
But then you're actually going home.
When you're like going to be inside the village.
Well, I'm gonna be a dog, I guess.
Oh,
What?
well, you can't be a buyer.
The entrance
Stop.
had some sort of scanning system to determine if you're an overseer. If I recall correctly.
But I'm talking about physical things sticking out of the wall that you should remember. There you go.
Tubes.
The pipes.
Because in order to get to Mirabelle, you have to walk through a series of tubes. That's when I.
Yeah.
That's one of the first areas me and him were in.
Because you ended up inside of an engine block.
Yeah.
So what's the conundrum?
We're trying to figure out how to get as close to it as possible.
How
We're
to
gonna
teleport.
teleport right outside the tubes that lead into the Mirabelle.
And not go in because then you have to go in here with the other 2 hags.
Deal with the other 2 hags.
Doesn't he know any trees?
What will happen in the
There's no
Mirabelle?
trees.
Trees.
Oh,
in
there's
the
no
Mirabelle.
trees. Okay.
Anyway,
My bad.
Yeah.
What's in the Mirabelle? There?
his house, where I landed, and 2 hags.
And lots of trees. Yes, there were trees in the burned out village.
Yeah, the burned out trees.
and the dead dragon, and I mean the undead
the
dragon.
small trees that
Oh yeah, I forgot about the
you
undead
know,
dragon. That was fun.
a medium-sized creature.
Yes,
I think that was the first time I ever saw Kush run off on his own.
I think that was. I think it may have been his first actual run off on his own thing.
Oh really? That's that.
Well,
No,
I-
second. No, second, because he ran off in the engine first.
Wait a moment.
I thought you were always dead though.
He runs off and dies, right?
No,
No.
that time he didn't.
I don't die. It wasn't until.
Dying's
At the
new.
same time that you were
Dying
asking
is
about
very
taxes
new.
for a reason.
Too new.
How many times has it happened? You ran
Too
into
many.
the Mark II, you died. You ran into.
I didn't run into it. I floated into
Crookshank.
We
it.
all floated into
You
it.
floated into it.
Well, I call it
Anyways,
Crookshank. Some names.
Yes, so outside.
Can't wait
Okay.
until you
I'll
die,
catch
Mary.
the tubes.
Okay.
Until it's there.
You remember the steam pot? Because the steam bath thing where the method
Yes,
was.
that was terrifying.
Oh.
That's
yeah.
where. That's why I told you wouldn't forget it. Just, yeah, because you thought for a while that it was one of Musk's friends or something or other because it was giggling and laughing. See?
So we go there.
Okay.
Outside that.
Okay. So put yourselves out there on the edge of the forested area.
Ooh, models.
puddles.
I know, isn't that crazy?
Damn.
Yeah, we got what?
Put them all away.
Guess
We
what?
got
I
basically
remembered?
an hour. We can
Where are
get
we?
through this. Over on the edge, right where Miri put her model.
And I just remembered I forgot to buy armor.
Yep.
Yep.
The
What
one
do you-
thing I do have on though is my tabard with the emblem on it.
Yep.
I finally got that finished.
Yay.
That was silly.
It's a short tabard though because she basically is wearing pants and boots and
Sure.
Don't you still have your amulet of shielding?
Yeah.
what?
You,
What do you
you
mean?
forgot to buy armor.
He's got an amulet, don't you?
Well,
I don't wear them.
he has the amulet, but we need to get armor on him.
I will be fine.
Too late now.
All right. So, as you approach, you'll hear the sound of axes chopping into wood and industry going on, like people are working. In the distance, you see the gray tower rising up out of the ruins, and there's a bit of a flashback to the really tall tower that you had to destroy at one point in the past. And the structure and the construction of it looks similar, except it looks like it's even better supported because they're actually building it over and around some of their transport pods.
Alright, guys, rule number 1 don't enter the transport pods.
Why?
Because there's bad air in there.
The second thing you notice is that they've also built a wooden observation tower that is nearly as tall as their whatever the other construction is, and it looks like they've also gone to the effort of forming walls out of stone, which is kind of new for them. Usually they just stay behind their metal walls, but in this case it looks like they've started to build stone construction around it. Furthermore, they've got a structure that looks like it's a dwarvish design out on the quarter, and it's got guards on top of the structure. And the other thing of note is in the top of their wooden structure, there is a light, basically a sphere. Where did I put it? Looks like the panels are made out of shiny metal, and they've made like a fundamentally a disco ball, and it's
Is it-
rotating.
Darker in that area.
No, the area seems to be just as well lit. I know what you're thinking, what you were concerned with.
Okay.
So
That would be frightening.
What's the plan?
Well, approach and see if they'll deal with us.
That's a good way to get shot.
That's
One
a
year,
way to die.
one of us goes up. Me.
That's a good.
That's still a
Yes.
good way.
Oh, it's a better way, I suppose.
Okay.
Did you? Hold on. Do you want to do the telepathic thing?
Yeah, well, let's just give me 10 minutes and
Do we have 10 minutes?
Sure. While you're in that 10 minutes, you'll see them walking back and forth. It may even be that some of them may have seen you because it.
Where's my figure? Oh, there it is. I think.
Yeah, it's the orange one. Yeah,
It's the orange and blue.
Yeah.
but
Oh,
they.
I got it.
oh,
It's not that they acknowledge you. It's that they. It's almost like they quieted down their work in your area. Like they
okay.
withdrew a bit because they didn't want to offend you or something.
Well, she'll walk up till she can hail one of them.
You get about there. One on the wall says, "Halt! Who goes there? What's your business?"
My name is Mary Elwin. Actually, my group and I were coming down here to introduce ourselves to you.
Are you neighbors?
A bit, oh, yeah, a little distant neighbors.
I don't understand. We know most people that we work with around here. We got fairly decent relationships, but I don't know you.
No, it's true, because we actually come from Cauldron.
Oh. Yes, well, you already have a number of our people there.
Yes, there are a few.
We're adhering to the agreement.
That agreement. Oh God, no. She thinks to herself, the agreement is here too. That has to end. Can we come closer, all of us? And
Well, it depends on how many mortals you have with you.
mortals. There's one, two. There's two of us humans. The rest are not.
You're
humans.
certain there's only two.
Absolutely, there's a half, but he didn't count. He's a scorn.
You're true. You spoke that well.
Okay, and then there's a gnome, a
Okay.
Goliath,
Okay.
Not immortal. Just not mortal.
and a not mortal.
And they not mortal.
Not mortal.
I think we're fine. We've got 9. We have a complement of less than 100, so we should be fine.
Thank you, because there's somebody I'm looking for, and I'm hoping to find her or information about her here. So, come on.
Come in.
Thank you. She waits for you all, you guys. So we approach to whatever they're. Where's your entrance?
Just go over towards the bigger building with them.
Okay, that building.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we go that way.
Everyone's coming along, I assume.
Sure. One of their folks from around in front of the building comes around and says, welcome to Solace Base. How can I help you?
How do you do? I'm Mary. These are my companions. This is Rogrim, Umara, Jace, Kush of the Long Pipe of Jadaran.
Kurt.
Of Jadaran.
Kurt. I don't correct her. Don't.
That's you playing the
No,
drum.
my name's Kurt here. Okay.
Kurt.
Yeah.
Kurt.
Well, welcome. Do you like pose for like statues and stuff?
I could be persuaded to. Why do you ask?
We've got an image kind of looks like you, only it's got a skull face on one of our statues.
The wings?
No, exactly. Matter of fact, it has 6 wings.
What is it a statue of?
Well, the people that preferred to recognize the emblem, I guess you would say, would be. Well, in the old terms, it would be they were known as biker gangs. Probably wouldn't mean anything to you, but they were the Mayans.
Mayans. Oh, interesting. Skull face. 6 wings, 6 arms.
This is a Ghost Rider reference. What's happening here?
Oh no, it's patreon.com/.
Anyway, well then, and I personally
For our
am
3
looking for
viewers.
a Major Marion, and I can't remember her last name. She was at
The rank of a major?
No, she's not she was another
I know. You say her rank was major,
major.
and you have a first name of what?
Marion.
No, she's not of our cadre.
Tal?
She was in the battle at Sasserine. Oh, wait.
Wait, you were at the Battle of Sasserine?
I was outside of it.
How did you fare? Were you
No.
helping or hindering the advancement of Submariner.
At that time, we weren't sure what was happening, and we were just kind of caught on the edges of it.
But still, did you stand with or against the mortals there?
Neither.
So you just were a survivor, a refugee.
We just survived.
Oh, so you're a refugee.
No, I actually belonged to Cauldron. But we were out and about when that mess was going on. And we just kind of like avoided it.
You made it sound like you were a veteran of that battle, and so.
No.
You just feel the blood pressure spiking in the room.
We're just more of our fingers.
Tell the truth, they killed us and we're back. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, not about you. And as for helping them, no, we didn't help them, but I don't want to.
Well,
Try to
what can we do for you?
Well, we were just interested in what you produce here, and
Produce?
you
You
produce-
Red Veil?
No,
Those Florentine fools came out here and tried to collect taxes.
Did you
they
pay?
did.
How will that go for them?
Oh, let's let them packing.
Good for you.
Wait,
Do you,
like running, or did you like pack bags for them of stuff of yours?
No, we defended ourselves vigorously.
Alrighty then. Sorry, continue.
Can I ask a personal question? Does any of your people have any red gold from them?
What? From whom?
From the red veil
We
of
didn't.
Florentine?
We don't have any commerce with them. We're off their trail. They don't come over here. They came by to collect taxes, and we sent them packing.
Good. Okay. Well,
Send
I'm
them
just making
packing
sure.
is to send them away.
Forcefully.
Vigorously.
Good for you.
Yes. The no.
We did use aggressive negotiation tactics.
The gnome populace has come over under infection of those red coins, so do advise caution.
To talk to gnomes, or you shouldn't talk to gnomes? Is that what you're suggesting? But you're one, so why are you suggesting we don't talk to you?
Just putting it out there.
The coins are cautious, not gnomes.
They're toxic?
They cause problems.
Money always causes problems.
No, not that type.
Actually,
Well,
Exactly that
that's
kind.
exactly
Yes.
that except more
Yes.
Yes.
basement.
So don't let anybody.
So what have you to trade them? Why are you looking to the winged one?
I'm sorry, I was just thinking.
I was
about-
here to find out about Major Marriott.
Oh.
The other person you're here to find out, jokingly, I believe, called herself Sarah Connor.
Oh, hang on a second. Good question. Let me look into our records. Runs over to a small console.
But I understood
Clickety
that
clack,
was a
clickety
joke.
clack, clickety clack.
It might have been. It might actually be.
He laughs. Rather uproariously. Yeah, unfortunately, Sarah Connor is not with us. She's currently visiting her son, John.
Is that like a? Does that mean she's dead?
Oh, no. Of course not. Of course
Okay.
not.
But she said it was a joke.
Apparently, her name is actually Sarah Connor. Where? Do you know where she went?
They laugh even more uproariously.
Oh, okay.
Excuse us, since we come from two totally separate cultures.
Mm-hmm.
The woman was very kind afterwards because everybody was saying there were Sarah Connors.
Yeah, that's true.
So what's the joke?
So, in the same trope from which Sarah Connor comes, her son's name was John in that same story.
So it's just more
So,
of the
we're
same
just
joke.
carrying the same joke forward, yes. Sorry.
So you don't know who we're referring to.
There are that is a phrase used by us when dealing with
It's like John Doe.
sort of. It's,
Do you have a story by any chance of anyone who was thought to be dead and came back?
why? Yes. Why do you ask about our religion?
Wait a minute.
No.
Pump the brakes.
One of your soldiers, one of your people.
Yes, there are people that call themselves soldiers of his.
Where's your spell sheet?
Pump the brakes. Pump the brakes.
Someone cast out.
Stop.
Spell sheet.
Someone cast
Abort!
out.
Abort! Abort!
I don't think this has anything. I'm at a loss. This was a mortal woman.
Who gave birth to a son.
Oh God.
Look it, I'm the only one that read the book.
I know. I'm just
Yeah.
being funny. Scott.
Yeah,
This
everybody
book
else
that you
does it,
talked
they
about,
laugh. You want to murder
what is
me.
it?
Why would it mean anything to you?
Probably wouldn't mean anything to me, but it's getting confused in what I'm trying to find is if in the battle in Sasserine, was there someone who was thought to be dead and yet turned up living?
I'm going to
Okay.
put a hand on your shoulder and kind of lean in and say, "My little John, with this Arcana individual occurred after the Battle of Sasserine, and I don't think they would have known about her death because she was probably returned to some higher command. That's assuming that any of this actually did happen." I lean back.
Do we think it didn't happen?
We have to.
I know. I wanted to be a little bit more natural. That way we weren't just all staring at each other,
Right.
freaking these people out. I don't know, but
Okay.
they wouldn't have heard about some hero of Sasserine that was
Are there,
resurrected. 'Cause
where
that
are
didn't happen.
some of the others and others?
You know,
Of
you're
your-
asking a lot of questions about our emplacements, and I think that's not really safe for either one of us.
No.
It sounds like the kind of conversation that a spy would have. Not that I would accuse you of this, we've only just met.
I'm a cleric. Or a person of religion.
In our world, religion's been the majority of the problems we've had throughout history.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
What are you rolling for?
I was going to see if that reminds me.
Keywords.
yeah.
Remind me.
Can I leave a message here that could be passed around? And maybe get to this person?
Maybe, depends on the message.
This is Major Marion, because I can't remember. She gave me a name that I can't remember and a string of numbers I can't remember. This is Miri. I met you in Sasserine. I'd really like to know that you were okay. If you could get a message to Cauldron, to the Heather, I would appreciate it. I will still try to look for you as best as I can, since there seems to be a great deal of awkwardness between your people and mine still. And that's
All right.
the message. And she seals it and she
think
puts
someone
down a
turned to your
mark.
attention.
She puts
No,
the
he's
three
not playing with
circles
any
in
of
the
my cameras
circle
again.
and
Yeah.
that's the next thing I need is a signet ring.
Yeah, the ghost was at it again.
Yeah, was it?
Moving the mouse again.
What is it that your people have the greatest need for? If we
Well,
were to
right now,
establish it.
right now, all we need is time. We need time to establish our foothold here. We have a bit of time to acclimate to the food supplies that are here. We have a considerable amount of illness among the elderly, trying to get used to the even the light has been different. We've had difficulty with people not being able to see in during the day, and their vision is improving as they've increased their intake of local foods.
Okay. And it is usually my job to succor the sick, but there are such differences between us that I'm not sure what I have to offer will be of benefit.
If you're as human as you look, it shouldn't be any different.
Pardon?
If you're as human as you look, it shouldn't be any different.
She looks to you. What do you think? I could help some of them.
So, these difficulties are being caused by their presence here. There's something in the air and food that throws them off, and they just need time to adapt to it. The things that are in the food, in the air, are also plentiful in the ways that you were planning on helping them.
What?
Magic.
Yeah. Can I? Perhaps I can help some of your most ill?
We'd entertain any opportunities to learn about you as well.
Thank you. I am a cleric to Veritas, the god of life,
How quaint.
of course.
Okay, so you're going to go and try to do clerical stuff?
Yes.
They take you in, basically take you to the infirmary where there's both a bunch of old people and surprising number of infants.
Oh, that could be difficult. Yeah.
No, you're thinking they haven't been here long enough to have that many infants.
Unless they carry them as infants on the ship. Right now, she just does what she can
Okay,
for those
So-
in need.
what are you going to do? They're debilitated. Looks like they're under some forms of illnesses.
Okay, so she'll use cure light
Okay, Cure Light repairs wounds.
wounds.
Doesn't do anything for illness.
Mary, you need to walk a very fine line, because do you remember the last time we fought others?
Yeah.
Every time we hit it with magic, they exploded.
They may or may not be magically acclimated.
They're okay, so
We have that
anybody
term,
who's
yeah.
really sick isn't magically acclimated. They are sick because
Their
of their
systems
lack of
reject.
ability to deal with magic. If your solution is to then shunt more magic into their system, that will cause a problem. So whatever you do
Okay.
can't involve magic.
Use
You
medicine.
have that
She
nice
will try to
drainage kit,
use
right?
just simple healing, like
I will allow you to make a proficiency check since you actually learned this in third iteration.
yes.
Medicine.
Medicine.
Bandages. Poultices.
So what are the rest of us going to do? I say out loud in front of him.
Oh, does he have one of those long black cylindrical devices that they use to spit lead 500 feet? in a
You
second?
see several people carrying such devices.
Great. I will walk up to one of them and say, "Hello. What is that?"
Oh,
I follow.
this is Marble.
What is like marble? What is?
Oh, Marble's been with me since infantry school.
Can it talk?
You could say that. It's got a voice that can be heard for a really long distance, or it can be completely silent.
Is this a riddle?
In a way, are you a giant? In a sort of way.
Well, soon I will be. I hope. So I like. Do you want to trade weapons?
Why?
Um,
Yours is good for about 4
Mine-
feet. Mine's good at
mine's-
500 yards.
well, first of all, 5 feet. Mine's obviously better.
I made it myself.
Only because we're standing within 5 feet of each other.
Okay, I'll back up 20 feet and you discharge your weapon onto my hand, and we'll see who's better then.
Sounds like a fair deal. You hold that in your hand, and I'll discharge my weapon, and then you can move.
Then I can move where?
Then you can respond to the action.
No. I'm not going to attack you. You're going to attack me, and I'm going to see how effective your weapon is. Shoot my hand. Shoot it.
Why don't we
Is
do
that
this
safe from
on an
Starship Troopers?
inanimate object
Why?
so you don't die?
It's my hand.
You don't know what it does.
That's true. Okay.
I know what his hand does.
Am I your Jiminy Cricket?
You're
You
trying
are.
to be. You were trying so hard to be.
All right.
No, you said it. Line up. Put your hand
Alright.
out there.
I
guy-
am there and I am saying this.
You talk to him, but while you're talking to him, the guy's sergeant is going, "This is highly ill-advised." He says, "He asked, officer."
I did. That's okay.
No, let's
No.
use an inanimate object.
Inanimate object?
One of the things that don't move or breathe.
He's not
Wait.
moving. He's standing
Hey.
there.
Breathe. I punch your gut, I swear.
Okay, I got a 21
Fight. All right. Yep.
You got a 21 on what?
on my medicine because I actually have 9 points in it.
Okay. You do amazingly well. They appreciate your efforts.
Thank you. You have a lot of infants.
I think we're about to watch Cord become a
One-handed
southpaw?
giant.
A southpaw?
Yep. Since he's got enough time, he actually lays down on the ground with the big thing.
It's that scene from Starship Troopers with the guys throwing the knife.
Yeah, only I'm not throwing a knife. I'm hitting you with a 50 cal in the hand.
You know the hand will be gone.
You're losing your entire hand.
Okay. Oh, can you do my left one instead?
No, you put it up there.
You.
You put it up there.
Okay. Well, when he fires it, I want to make a dex check to try and catch the bullet,
Do you have
even though it's
Do you know the
futile.
speed of a bullet?
You are 20.
You're,
At 25
No,
feet?
wait, stop.
I also
No,
know-
stop.
Let it
Okay, wait,
happen.
no. With
No,
his
no.
stupid ass luck when it comes to rolling critical successes, if we down talk it too much, it'll happen. And I don't want to find out what happens if he rolls a nat 20.
I do.
I'm not going to roll a nat 20. It's not going to happen.
besides
Stop.
that-
No,
besides
no,
that, you'll-
just roll it.
you'll
I
ask-
don't-
I
okay.
can
No,
feel
here's
it
what's going to
building.
happen. I'm going to fire. Your hand explodes. You make your die roll after the hand explodes, because you physically can't think fast enough to close your hand on something that's moving that fast at 20 feet, because the velocity is still subsonic at that point. So you actually don't even hear. You hear the explosion at the same time that your hand vanishes. So it feels like
Okay.
you like it's a magic spell went off.
Yep. All right. Didn't roll a nat 20 anyway.
And
Now
then what do you do?
What the
Grab
hell
your
is
wrist.
that?
Grab your wrist. His blood is squirting over. Make a con save.
Huh.
The hell was that?
Yeah, he's standing there holding his arm, screaming.
I shove Igdabarrett in his screaming mouth.
Is the barrel of the gun hot?
No. And he's 20 feet away from you.
Okay.
I
Are
would
you
like
gonna
to
do
make
something
a
with the pump?
perception.
The
Hey,
pump with
I,
the-
I'll probably didn't.
I would like to make a perception check.
Can Magic
the sound?
Caster
This is the sound?
cauterize my wound, please? Can you cast Fireball or something?
I mean, I definitely hear it.
Yep.
No,
No.
don't cauterize it. It needs to be
30.
healed.
Oh.
American.
The camera died again.
Perception. Because if I see a handless cord.
And he said him moving the thing around was exactly your plan. Was his plan that he knew my camera crashed, and so by moving it around, he'd get your attention. That worked out exactly like he wanted.
200 IQ.
He did it willingly.
Okay, so you heard the sound. You recognize it. You look around for the dead body because you know
I look,
somebody should be
I
down.
look for.
And you
the
see
dead
him
body.
standing there screaming. Blood is still gouting.
I
from his-
also just
Are you
shoved
good?
the-
You shoved a good berry in his mouth. So that's what's weird. Is it heals off flat.
Yeah.
And then when
It only gives
blood-
him one, so
yeah,
it's still bleeding.
So it's bleeding, but it's not profusively bleeding, right?
No, it's still no.
Oh.
He basically has a mortal wound. If he lets go, he will bleed
John.
John.
You said 50
Versus
cal, right?
severed hand.
Yeah.
I would argue that more advanced firearms don't actually take off the hand?
No, it's the the idea was you think it would go through as
Was
a
it a
hole.
hollow point?
It's AP. It's not AP. It's standard round. So when
Yeah.
it hits anything, it's going to ablate. And so it doesn't necessarily take all of the hand off, but it takes out the bone structure, rips it out the back of your hand. So your hand is like hanging limp. With neck.
The
Or
bones
do I
are
have a big enough
Flesh
hand?
bag.
Yeah, it's,
I
it's
have-
literally laying back across your wound.
I
I
have
would
9 more
argue
of these suckers.
That I have a big enough hand that it only takes out.
You backed up
Sam.
20 paces.
Sam. It's also invariably possible that they actually equipped themselves with hollow point. Considering the area where they're going to, they probably don't expect a lot of very well armored people.
Right.
And if he wanted to be a particular dick,
Maybe
he
flechette.
would have put it in just to mess with you.
And maybe even a flechette, which would be only
That
take
would
flechette.
be that would be
Okay.
that would be a real douche move.
Are you gonna do anything?
He's going. We're going to. This is not happening all at once. This is happening all at once. I'm waiting to see what he does.
What do you do when you hear the sound and you see him holding his flaccid hand? What's left of it?
I wall of stone all around him.
Whoa, hey, whoa.
Okay, you're inside of a tube of stone.
Okay, I
However
guess
tall
I'm
you- however
outside
tall
of
it
the
is.
stone.
That really helps him. He's bleeding to death.
I'm gonna yell from the inside. This is what it does.
Wow, you can build
Ready,
cannon.
number.
He looks over. He goes, "Man, you build stone cannon really fast."
Yeah. What? Yeah.
Hang
So I'm
on.
starting to run.
Run towards the tank. Okay,
So, am I inside the stone or outside?
you're outside.
I'm outside? Okay.
What you doing, Jake? When you heard the sound.
I was gonna ask an officer about a certain sergeant's ID number, but
Just do it. Don't bother.
You hear him screaming at first, and then you hear him screaming hollowly from inside of a tube.
are you alive? And safe?
He
yes,
got
I'm fine,
his
thank
hand almost completely shot off.
You. Yes, I'm fine. Go ahead
God
and ask
damn
me.
it.
Okay.
I got it.
Hi.
He's in
oh,
the stone.
I'm
I got
looking
it.
for someone.
Oh, yeah?
I'm not sure if this person's here. in
Who
this
got his hand almost shot
settlement.
off?
True.
What do
This
you
stone
think?
got
It's a Sergeant Tara Gilland, ID
Court.
number 11414. I believe that's the string of number she gave me.
Tara Gillen?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's not with this detachment, but I do have her in the records, sir.
Oh, where is she currently?
I'm really not going to share that information since one of your members has apparently provoked one of my people to shoot him.
Oh,
Provoke?
Why did
Speaking of,
I deeply
I'm
apologize
flying
for that.
over
Yeah.
him.
What's that?
I deeply apologize. It's probably the big one.
Yeah, I just apologize for. I mean, the only thing I'm worried about is the loss of ammo. I mean, we don't. They're kind of precious now. Whatever you used,
Oh,
it's not pretty.
scarce
Kush,
resource.
will a 29 break
Well,
out
I don't
of
know.
your
Somebody else in
stone?
your group started casting magic as well.
Will a 29 break out of your stone in case things happen?
With your one arm attack?
What I'm gonna know.
No,
what
he's
I'm
shoulder
gonna do
rushing
is-
it. He's no,
Oh.
actually, you're not going to break it over. But because of the fact he built it so tall, because he only made it around you, it's really, really tall. So you and the whole tube fall over sideways.
Then I'll crawl out.
And I
Cord, hang
get
on.
out of the way.
Yeah, you saw it fall.
Yeah.
Cord, just hang on for a second. I'll be there in a moment.
Am I gonna have to grapple you?
You hear her talking to you as you come crawling out.
Talk to the hand.
DP.
Wow.
That was totally crass, but
Do I get to him?
yeah.
Alright.
Fix
48.
this. Can you fix whatever?
Oh, 48. Oh, jeez, man. Come
Can
on.
you fix the rest of him?
Roll a d6 for me.
Oh yay.
Oh.
1.
Oh.
Yeah, so it doesn't. It can't put the hand back. It actually gives him all 48 hit points, but he has no hand. It literally is.
Does it?
there's- Yeah, because he'd have to be destroyed. Then you could use the Alacaster to completely bring him back, but you can't fix. You can't fix stupid.
You
in
have
this case.
regeneration?
Yeah,
I
he
was gonna
does.
say you can't fix stupid.
But he was busy.
He has
doing other
regeneration.
things.
He has regeneration on him. He doesn't have regeneration on everybody else.
Kush, you're our only hope. Please help.
So yes, scarce resource. I take it.
What's that?
Your ammo.
Yeah, we can't apparently reproduce them.
Oh.
Now,
You said-
I only share that with you because now that we've reached Marshall, we're gonna have to probably have a trial, so you guys probably can't leave.
Oh.
What?
will we need to find our own lodging, or is this more of a?
Oh, we would provide you with lodging.
What?
Hey guys, I think we're in trouble.
What? Why?
They said something about the marshal and
Oh,
that instant,
no.
hearing.
I changed
Why
my
does this
appearance
always
to be a little
happen?
kid,
Uh-huh.
and I stopped running.
No one was watching Cord.
Of course, the
I
pipe in your
was.
head
I
is going
told
to give
them
you
not
away,
to.
and the crown on your
What
head
do
now
you
hanging
mean
down
not
over
to?
your
Not to
shoulder.
what?
Get his arm blown off.
The crown you'd think of, but the,
Yeah.
the pipe
Why
you'd
would
think
somebody
of.
blow his arm off?
Because
Oh,
he asked.
He asked.
And just for completion,
Yes.
Corporal Sarah Connor.
That's not a good idea at the time.
Oh, 11271. Yeah, I have that for Marielle Grissom.
Marielle Grissom.
Sure you're coming over?
Yeah, so next time, don't ask to get your hand shot.
Okay,
Is that the
looking
major?
around, you don't see because you see a young kid in their clothing, but he's carrying a pipe, tucking it into his lip.
Great, so now we have...
Thank you for your time, and do apologize for the trouble
I don't think
has
I have
caused.
regeneration
no worries.
at my
I
level.
hope we can leave on amicable terms.
I'm sure that once the trial is handled, we'll be able to, but I'm going to need you guys as material witnesses. We'll expedite it as quickly as we can. I mean, it's really not much. It's just that when there's an injury of this nature, somebody has to be held accountable.
Let's see.
Me. What is being held accountable? in there?
Me.
Me.
What is being held accountable?
There's
in
no
there?
hand to hold up.
What?
It's the other hand. You're right.
Yeah.
It's just-
What
he's doing it right.
does accountable mean in your culture?
Oh, it means that whoever it was discharged the firearm has to give just provocation for using it. For example, if he used it and there was not lethal force projected at him, then he may be responsible for something such as negligence. Or if it was intent, it may actually be able to get him for attempted murder.
Oh. You guys weren't very.
So you're very lawful?
What's that?
Oh, I'm not
You guys
there.
are very law-abiding and regimented.
That's that. How else can we propagate and expand to the universe as we have and gain our rightful place as dominators and controllers of planets?
Right. Okay. I'm gonna go check on my computer shit now.
Well, I'm sure that I'm sure we're gathering them together at this point.
Yes.
Okay, so they do quick accountability, but they go, "Hey, where's your little friend? Don't see him."
I hold a Baalcaster and I whisper Kush the long pipe. No idea.
Push.
Hush.
No response.
He's not dead.
No, you saw the kid stuff the pipe in his pocket, and it's not sticking. It's still sticking out of the pocket.
I'm going to rush over to the kid.
You're gonna rush over to the kid.
Well, not rush, scare him off, but
Yeah,
Brisk
I know.
walk.
like
She
She
rushes
says
over,
brisk.
I run.
You're gonna run.
I run.
beeline towards
Nope.
the child.
Risk be
Brisk
like.
beeline.
Nope,
Towards the child.
I run.
Okay, as you proceed towards the child takes one look at you and runs. Now, as you pursue it,
Nope.
several of the other people in the area, you can hear them going for their sidearms. They're rather
He
smaller
has
boomsticks.
something that belonged to one of my friends, and I need to figure out where he got that.
So
She did not catch up to me. I'll tell you that.
No. So the humans are around the area. When you run, they try to
Hurry.
cordon you off, whatever. What have you taken from them? What have you taken from them? Give it up. Give it.
No. The
Okay.
pipe.
Yeah. Take the pipe away from you. Is this what you're looking for?
Yes, I would like to
Okay.
know where the child received this from.
By this time, since they only grabbed him to take it away from him, and he took it away from him because that's what you said he wanted, he runs back but behind some of them and they go, I don't know, we've got 50 kids around here. How are we supposed to know?
This belonged to one of my friends, and he's missing.
Oh, so you're accusing us of harming one
No,
of your friends?
of course not.
I mean, we already hurt one of your friends, but your friends asked for it.
No. I'm not suggesting that anybody's hurting. My friend is known for being stealthy. And
Really? So
An
you
idiot.
did bring a spy among us?
no, he's not a spy.
Can we leave? Can you just teleport us out? This is just getting worse and worse. Wait, no.
Kush,
Kush isn't here.
Kush, you're
We
making
gotta
this
find Kush.
worse instead of better. Why didn't you heal Cord?
I don't.
We'll fix his hand later. If I can walk around with a stone foot, you can walk around with no hand.
Ah, that's right.
Put a hook on it, for that matter. Now.
I don't
They
know.
No,
can-
no, it can't
Put
be
a
hook.
mace.
There
Put a
you
mace
go.
head on it.
Huh.
A hammerhead.
It's not big enough though. It's only like 1d8. You know what? This is my first step toward lichdom. Getting a thing. No, I'm just kidding. Ignore it.
Lichdom without magic.
Woo! He's so swole that when he dies, his muscles.
I'm kept alive solely by my unearthly kinesiology.
You're running on a very
Wow.
thin line where I'm ready
He's
to deck
so
you.
healthy that he never dies.
Oh.
I'm ready to start
Would a
that
restoration do
Hey,
it?
hey! I didn't know
Yeah.
that it would blow up
No?
my hand.
I
somebody,
told
somebody,
you.
somebody quickly went and did a check on the web, and they said that just the force wave alone would have
Yeah.
taken the hand off. So there's no question about it being.
Science.
There's no So, they,
Account
they,
for the fact that that's a
So
standard human
you're
hand compared
nearly
to a bully hand.
handless.
yes, the issue is that the 50
Go
cal
inside.
round force wave coming out of the barrel of that
Go
weapon
inside.
expands like a cone
Oh, okay. I
because
gotcha.
it's accelerating still until it reaches the end of the barrel.
I gotcha.
Wait, Kush can just transport himself.
John, you know
You
that
can't.
eventually I'm going to get
But
one
we
of these
also
weapons,
have.
right?
So can we just leave him
Higby.
here?
We'll find so
If
much.
one of these goes like-
No, the guy's gonna be so
Sideways?
impressed. He's gonna give you one
We
if you just
said-
stick around long enough. But you gotta let him face his trial first.
Okay.
We said a hearing. I don't think they'll take.
But
it
they're all
long.
gonna take you out of here. So.
Do we ever want to come back here?
Hey, hold up.
What?
Leave me here for like
Why?
a few minutes.
A few minutes.
Leave
I
you
need to
alone.
I need to. This guy's gonna get like killed if we leave.
God damn it. You know I can just be
You can't.
really sad about that.
You know what? You all can leave for a few days. I will stay here. I will bear witness to the fact that he did not, in fact, discharge the firearm intentionally, and then I will leave.
No, he totally intended to fire it.
Did they know that?
Yes.
Okay.
He actually he asked his commander
Yeah.
before he could do it.
I
So
could
they
tell
have,
them I
you're-
might
it's
tell
gonna be
them.
it's gonna be judged a clean shot. So they're not gonna hold any accountability, but they will probably pay some kind of reparations because that's the way stupid governments do.
Regenerate.
That's what he has.
Yeah,
But I
but
can't
regenerate
cover
doesn't work after the fact.
You would
It does.
if
It does?
you-
Yeah.
you-
Yes, it
regenerates
does.
enemies'
Well,
limbs.
why
Oh,
would you
so
have a
it's-
spell that
it's
doesn't replace a limb?
It's Deadpool's
It does.
version.
Well, will
It does.
restoration do it?
Restoration? No.
Yeah,
we need
restoration.
No,
Yeah,
it's regeneration.
Okay,
Well,
then I can
Eric's
cast
have everything.
restoration. I can't cast regeneration.
but he can cast regeneration. They can cast regeneration.
He's not there, and he's not making himself known.
He's healed.
Well,
Just
he,
has no hand.
he will. Next time we meet up with Kush,
We'll make
because the thing that's consistent about Kush is that he'll do his inconsistent thing for a while, and then he'll just come back into our lives.
Alive.
Are you talking about
and
the
usually
drug
a
or
head,
the
not
guy?
something.
Or a hand.
Anyways, Cord is fine. Don't worry
I
about
just
it.
don't want to wait.
He'll live with only one hand for right now.
Yeah, jeez.
Look, if Felgrim can walk around with a stone foot, Cord can.
Why are we keeping my foot? And fucking, I showed them my foot. Look, my foot's made out of stone. Why is that the secret thing here?
Wow, that's impressive. Can you like become
Quiet,
Holy
you.
Stone?
What?
You can become Holy Stone.
I don't know. Anyway, what?
I'm just saying, if you can deal with a stone foot, Cord can deal without a
I know.
hand for 1 day.
Yes.
Where's
I break your foot,
restoration?
and then he casts regeneration on you.
I
Greater-
know.
greater or lesser?
Not.
No, just
Well,
do
it would
it.
have to be greater,
Well,
wouldn't
he's
it?
So yeah,
celestial.
and G.
He's made of a different magic.
Get him out of here. It still causes explosions. Get him out of here.
My problem is I don't have.
He's counting again. He always counts.
What level is it?
I'm staying behind.
I can cast.
Not necessarily.
What?
He can take you, remember? Friendship bracelet, hello?
Yeah, true.
Well, what hand would he put it on? Because it just fall off.
Oh my god, you didn't just.
She totally did.
Did you really just go there?
She did.
Do we have to make you a new friendship bracelet?
Wait a minute.
I still haven't found out who made those.
Well, I can't figure out, was he disarmed or unhanded?
Oh.
He's unhanded.
You know what, John? I
Yeah.
think that was a very offhanded joke right there. That's what I think.
Okay.
We're staying here now.
These are getting out of hand.
Wow.
Stop it.
I think we need
Hey,
a
it was only
hand
one
build
hand, it
this
wasn't a full
situation.
digital age though, so.
I think we need
Okay.
to handle this situation.
So I was told there's going to be an expedited hearing.
Yes.
How
You owe me $100 gold.
long will
Okay.
this be?
I will.
Probably be
Only
done before
because that
dinner.
was a stupid move.
I'll pay you 150.
Shall we be in
I can do
concern
this. I have the diamond dust for it.
No, just
I
just
just-
let me call. No, we're calling
Okay.
it right now. Just
Yeah, as
Please
soon as I
be
got the
patient.
money, I thought.
I'm just-
your people seem to be freaking out. I'm just letting you know it's.
Just a moment.
I'm
Hand
just
it to me.
concerned about my missing
Compatriot.
compatriot.
The only way to understand the others is to see
I'm just
what they're
concerned
up
about
to
missing
firsthand.
compatriot. He has
It's
a
the only
tendency to get
logical way.
You remember they
lost.
shot me and killed me in one shot.
Oh, your
Yeah,
other
me
member?
too.
Well,
Yeah, you too.
we can do a
So
head
why
count
did
or
you
whatever.
need
More than
to
likely, he
kill
just
me
got
now?
confused in with the others.
So
He is
she
short,
casts
so maybe they thought it was one of the
restoration.
kids or something.
Standard action.
I don't think restoration does it. I think it's regeneration.
Great.
It's only regeneration.
Only regenerate?
Yeah, because all it does is restores him back to his hit points, but he's got all of his hit points. So
Oh,
disfigurement
damn
takes.
Kush.
So she makes you
I
feel
do
really
not
good,
have
but
access
I'm
to
sorry.
You
regenerate.
can't
Oh,
cast
that's
it.
no, you can't do that anymore.
Oh, okay. I'll do this then.
You
Why
can't
did
do both.
Kush leave?
I don't know. It's Kush. I don't know. His ideology is let things go
Okay,
as they
so
go.
while you're in that
Well,
form,
then-
do you want to go into any of the structures while
Yes.
you're?
This is exactly.
I figure. Where are we going?
Um,
Communication center, which is the stone building, the security tower, which has got the crystal on the top, or the big bad, which looks like their housing / comms tower.
What was that name that you had?
Kara something.
Tara Gilliam.
Terry Kelly, the girl that you were looking for.
Okay.
the communications tower.
Okay.
Right, that's the
No, that's
crystal.
this. No.
Oh, that. Okay.
Yeah, that's security.
Okay, yeah, communication.
You're going into this.
Yes.
Okay. You start getting flashbacks as soon as you walk into the first chamber because it feels just like the little room with the boxes of silver.
Mm-hmm.
Inside here, you find little boxes of silver. They're not boxed in the tech form, but they are actually crates. And they
What
are
was your
marked on the
last-
side with A&A
What was
shipping.
your last name?
Gillen.
Are they packaged? Like individual packages?
No, there's actually blocks of silvery material held in place by crates. And they jiggle basically. If you jostle them, they actually move like it's a liquid inside.
Okay.
And my phone rings.
It went around the circle. Did you notice it went there and there and there and there, and now yours.
Well, mine's rung twice.
We never went here.
Anyway,
Right
the quick version of the trial is they verified that the guy did ask us.
An alarm?
No. Somebody from a private number calling, and that always means that somebody's selling something.
Not necessarily. My friend has a private number.
Well, if so, I get messages from other means saying I'm going to call you. I don't take up phone calls.
Do the trial?
Trial.
Yeah, so the quick version of the trial is they verify that he did actually have a clean shoot, that he did get permission from his superior, that he did clear the zone, make sure it wasn't going to hit anybody else, and that you presented a valid target.
Alright.
They do determine that it's a misfortune that you've lost a hand, and so they do offer the opportunity for prosthetics, if you so desire.
What do you mean no?
She says no.
May I see one of these protheses or whatever you call them?
Sure. They go, well, these are rather experimental, but we do feel really badly that you've lost your hand. It won't be nearly as sizable as the one you had before, but it would probably be a good approximation for it otherwise.
Just picturing like his
Human-sized
real hand,
prosthetics,
but it's like
giant wrist.
on its giant like wrist that's like this big.
Need I remind you?
No, what they bring
We
out
can
is
get you another
what they bring out reminds you
Just
of
checking out
Skynet.
all options, you know. They could have a better hand.
Oh,
Better for them.
Dun dun
Not
dun.
for you.
I'm sending it.
Robot.
No, no.
From Terminator. Dun dun dun.
What?
Yeah, I knew it. Thank you. I haven't had one of those in a really long time. I feel like the Joel Jace is finally back. We must be back in the real world because Jace got to say what?
Or yeah,
They bring you out of the
Silver
metallic.
cubes again.
just like the simple hand.
Well, yeah, but it's no flesh over.
What else have you
So
You've seen Terminator.
yeah,
Cybernetic hand.
it just looks like that.
It's just the cybernetic hand. He says once we put this on, then we can build a prosthesis for it to go over the outside of it.
What kind of PSI does this baby wield?
Excuse me.
What kind of pressure does? How much can I crush with it?
Oh, they kind of sigh and they say he can't come out for very long, but as they point to the smaller gray building, out from it comes basically a track-based robot
Mm-hmm.
with a weapons mount over her shoulder. It's the little HK comes rolling out. They are spraying it with water, just hosing it down as it comes out. And as they bring it out, it shows a similar hand on the end of one of its appendages, and it reaches out, takes a metal bar and bends it in just the hand. The thumb just pushes through and just folds the metal.
Cool. I will take it. Yes.
It may have some side effects. We don't know how it'll operate with your.
What's cool is I can just lop it off and you can regenerate a new one anytime. I guess. You continue side effects.
Well, the problem with it is that because of the fact that it's actually interconnecting with your nervous system, this has to be enacted by something called nanotechnology.
Character doesn't know what that is.
Right,
but,
exactly. Considered to be our form of magic.
Ooh.
Oh, that sounds familiar. That's like you telling a mommy that the milk is organic.
why are you standing into your
Dun,
hands
dun,
there?
He equated that to magic. My character all of a sudden just like, oh, this is better. It's magic fueled. Oh, I understand this. It's magic.
You've already just simple things.
What is happening right now?
He's agreeing to let a handcraft be done by cybernetics.
I feel like we're watching Cord going to fucking losing his mind.
Oh my gosh. It's this gray veil. I don't know if
Cord,
it's a good
it can
idea.
be
It is.
taken care of.
Whenever I see a better alternative for power, I just have to take it.
You can do that yourself.
But the point is, look at it, it's a normal size hand.
Hey, if it's any consolation,
It's not a
Umara should have to make her wisdom check right about now.
Oh.
Can I do that myself?
Oh,
Can I
that's
bend
right.
iron with my bare hands? I've never tried.
No, you can't. As a mortal being, you can't.
It's like a 30 strength.
Wisdom?
Are you taking pictures for me? Thank you.
Yeah,
What's
it's
it?
your, I think it's your old chip.
Right. Yeah, that's enough.
That makes 6.
Are you keeping track of
Yes.
that now? Okay.
Well, not until I get 30 strength.
13.
Huh?
13.
Yes. You have flashbacks to Blake. As they're doing the surgery to put the hand on it.
Do I remember what, like, it did to him? As, like, having the surgery and all that?
Yes,
Was
remember
that
after
wrong?
that he always talked about seeing red lights in his eyes and sensors going off and threat ratings and all kinds of weird bullshit just from a hand.
Don't do it.
By this time your pinkies are already starting to actuate.
Don't do
I
it.
hate red veil.
You're gonna see red all the time. You hate red.
Alright.
He's not a bull. The mere sight of red does not piss him off. I walk in front of him. Am I pissing you off right now? Is this aggravating?
Is there gray on that? Okay, yeah, you're fine.
Okay, you now have a cyber
Toro.
That's great.
That's not good.
Make a wisdom save.
Toro.
Haha.
Excellent. As it comes online, a tiny little spot of green light appears in the lower right corner of your eye.
Oh my god, you have
I start turning in circles trying to follow it.
It's okay. And
No.
What do
Does
you
anyone see it?
what are you looking at?
It's literally wherever you turn your vision. It's right there in the corner of your eye. It's like an on light right there.
When I
And
close my eyes, do I see it?
yes, and when you close your eyes, you see also a silhouette of your hand, and each of the digits shows as green.
Some weird magic.
Told you.
Does he get an increase to his strength score?
Of course, but he doesn't get to use it yet.
Alright, I'm gonna pick up something.
He says, "Oh, wait." He goes. They go, wait. You have to wait for the wounds to heal till the hand completely heals over, because then when it does, then the cybernetics will kick in and actually reflesh the hand.
Not yet.
Can I accelerate that?
Yeah, go ahead, do it.
Is this going to have any adverse effects when being exposed to magic?
I don't know, and I don't know why I'm getting all these phone calls.
Worst case, we dust him, right?
No, I know what I do.
No, worst case
You know what I
he is dusted.
Yeah, we dust him.
No. Never mind. I haven't cast this spell in a long time. Oh my good lord.
Quite popular.
Somebody's
It's somebody-
persistent.
Yeah, and it's not something like my dad or something, because I'd have his number, so I don't know who this is.
So I'm going to cast a spell on you.
Mm-hmm.
It is a very low level spell, and it's a spell I haven't casted in a while.
Yay.
It's known as Fortify. You should feel a slight improvement to your general well-being, but the important thing is I want to see how low levels of magic exposure affect you.
Oh.
Okay.
Yay.
I get shield, spirit shield ready on
Um,
ground.
Okay. He
What are
cast
you
a
hitting
spell
with?
on me?
Fortify. A cantrip.
He fortified me.
He gets 9 temporary HP. How do you feel?
Con save.
Oh shit.
He
It's
cast.
a cantrip, okay?
Alright, I'm going to name tag that now.
You have
No, it wasn't
like,
that one.
You have your like fighter abilities.
I will use
You have
that
Indomitable.
later.
What?
There we go. 25.
He does the. I can just see you doing the Arnold Schwarzenegger. Oh! As it's causing pain. I can handle it. It's fine.
Oy.
That is gonna cause you problems.
That definitely is.
Time try something a little stronger. You held it. You endured it.
That was easy. Give me some sort of 7th level spell like Disintegrate. Is that good? Can you do that?
Disintegrate.
What is happening right now?
Are you okay?
I'm not okay, obviously.
Out loud.
Oh man.
Your experimentations are getting you.
Fortify
Yes.
HP
No,
fails.
he's always been like this.
I let the fortify spell in.
Alright.
Okay.
Okay.
There's actually a little bit of red, gooey stuff over your fingers now.
Oh, what is this?
It's healing. It's growing the natural covering.
Is this permanent?
Well, of course.
Is there any way to make it not permanent?
Why would you want to do that?
Magic is giving him side effects.
Yes.
Only until it acclimates.
Oh,
Get it
nice.
covered. The sooner you get it covered, the less damage he takes. It's just that we expected it to take months to cover. You're doing it fairly well. Magic looks like it's holding.
Alright.
Because he has a cardiovascular system of a Mustang.
The only issue is that I don't think the book that I want to get will affect this hand. That's all I can see. Wrong with this.
These people are hearing words that shouldn't make sense, but the context he's using them in totally. I don't think the book will affect his hand.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you mean the
he's-
book?
he's-
Well, how can a book affect the hand?
You're walking on a very thin line right now.
Oh, we don't need very thin line.
Hit him with a cure now.
Damn.
Yeah, Sprite's fine.
This is great.
Hit him with the Alacaster now.
No.
Burn him into the
I
48.
feel like I'm breaking some unspoken rules here, like
Healing word.
Don't touch
So
anything.
I'm
You
not
get
getting a
back
response.
9 HP.
I'm
He
not
screams.
First level
He
spell.
screams, drops to a knee. The hand is out in front of him. You see the flesh coming up and growing over. He's screaming as he's watching.
I do it again! I don't have 8.
Ah!
I just stand there and watch.
You actually have to burn through all of his hit points because you got to acclimate the system to him.
I
So
just look
he,
at it.
he's going to keep taking
just,
this
like,
damage,
dip
screaming,
down here
but
and
it's getting
just,
less each
like,
time. You're
keep
feeling it
doing
less.
it. Oh, so this is
Meanwhile, they've got camcorders. They're recording all of this.
and I'm just
There's
I'm just
a
standing
better
there.
go on
What?
YouTube.
Heal.
What do you mean heal?
Spell heal.
I don't know heal.
I do.
Are you going to heal him? It's a bigger spell.
It's a bigger
More
spell.
points.
What?
Oh.
We already used heal on him.
Yeah.
So I heard no answer in the affirmative.
I hit him with the Alacaster. It's 48.
There you go. Wah! Ah, damn, that stung. But
Are you
you
done
now have
now?
skin. You got skin. You're just now getting the really soft part of the nails back over the tops of the.
This is actual. I wouldn't know character. Is this actual nail stuff right here?
I don't know. Test it.
Oh.
It's got the same consistency.
Heal.
That was
Is that?
cool.
Is
Is
that-
visual? Pick his nose. For a moment.
What?
I thought you were gonna pick your nose for a moment.
Yeah, exactly.
Does it work the same as the old one?
I cast Fortify on him real quick.
Okay.
You
don't even feel it.
7.
No, I'm good. Alright, now I'm gonna walk over to the robot, if it's still out.
Oh.
No, they've already rolled it back. They
Alright.
only came out to show the test.
I'm
and then
gonna
take
pick
back
up the steel, and I'm going to try and crush it.
Okay.
Oh.
You don't have to roll.
Oh.
You fold the metal.
What have we done?
Oh no.
I'm gonna murder him.
Why?
Because he's strong.
Just because he's
When you
stronger than you
when you
now?
fold the metal
No.
in your eyes in your eye, the little green
There's-
place goes a little yellow, and then it dims back down to green again. There's like
That's
it seems
why.
like a narrower band of green than there was
Alright.
before.
I'm gonna
Alright,
walk
so
back over
I
to the
know
guys.
exactly how this is
In my
working,
vision,
right?
I'm getting a
No, you just remember it. You just you have flashes of memory. You don't remember how it works
Oh, okay.
I'm getting
because it wasn't you. You just remember that it happened to a friend of yours, and so when he's going through this, you're empathetic to it because you feel like you've known it. Is it 10?
9.5.
9:55. Alrighty. So congratulations. I think we all should give Cord a hand.
I won't. I keep being stupid.
yes, I agree. Mistakes were made.
However, the good news is that you took all the way up to what level are you now?
16.
I'm 15.
16. He got his at 3rd.
Huh.
There's somebody who did this before.
Alright.
So,
Strength
Uh-huh.
improvement?
and he did it because he blew off his hand using one of their weapons. So,
Well,
kind of similar.
Huh. How did he fare?
He didn't.
He doesn't even exist anymore.
Okay,
Oh,
well.
that was subject?
That was
Damn.
subject.
Does strength score improvement?
Yeah.
Maybe?
What's that?
Strength score improvement?
It's hit or miss. It's a capability is that it's a biometric hand, so it's going to work just like his other hand. It'll have his general strength. He can, in certain cases, exert it. When he does, it takes actual power from itself.
And
Right. And once you take that energy out, you have to find ways to get that energy back, and that gets to be more dangerous.
Oh, cool. So I just need to find a way to harness the power of limb, and then.
You're operating on the opposite end of that spectrum. your skin now effectively is a water bag protecting it.
I think we should strike it off. and just get
Unfortunately, you now put him through his life points worth of magics that have sealed it into his cerebral cortex all the way through. He's now Nanite City. He just doesn't know it yet.
Okay. So this my character is
You're
taking,
RoboCop.
my character is taking a path I did not see coming at all.
No, you wanted power.
It's definitely a
you
Grey Veil
found
path.
power.
It's definitely Grey Veil.
You were warned several times not to.
Well,
Oh, I'm not with you.
He's busy doing some other things. So
Looking in the box.
we will take care of that all at the next session. We are out of time, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us for this wonderful session. Welcome to your new life. Hashtag welcome to Nikos. And you guys all have a great night. Everybody wave.